So you want your website to be stunning and professional. Just go to Wix.com.
Check one. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hustlers, makers, and content creators, welcome to the only live stream on planet Earth dedicated to mobile content creators and mobile YouTubers. That is you. My name is Dean Nimmin, and today I'm answering your mobile creator and mobile YouTuber questions. If you do have a question, please head down to the description down below. I've got a link down there that's going to pop up a form. Drop your question in the form, and I'm going to be able to read your question that way because the chat is going to get spinning quickly, and I'm not going to be able to grab so many questions out of the chat. And just to give you a heads up, I am having some audio issues here today, so I hope you guys can hear me okay. Oddly, last night on Nimmin Live, we had to end the stream short because the internet just died. And then today I came in and I started, opened the computer up and got forced into a huge Windows update. And then Streamlabs has been going a little bit crazy on me. So here we go. Today's show is brought to you by TubeBuddy, the #1 browser plugin and growth app for YouTubers. I know you already have TubeBuddy, but if you don't, head down to the description. I've got a link. You can put TubeBuddy in your favorite browser. You've got Chrome and Firefox and Safari. Put it in there, or you can put it in your Android or iOS device as well. I see Midnight Madness 4x4 is in the house. How's it going, man? I am Tassie, Scully's House of Thrillers, Cakeology, The Burr Vlogs, Freedom Using Farm Arbor, Fox Gaming, Jonah Bennett, Eric Waite. Hey, man, happy Sunday, D. How's everybody doing? How's your weekend so far? What's up, Aiden KS? What is going on? TubeBuddy is great. It helps with tags and so much more. Yeah, TubeBuddy's fantastic. It helps me put all my titles together. And if you have the desktop version, or you can upgrade to get the desktop version, you can use the AB thumbnail feature, which can tell you which thumbnail gets more clicks, which one brings more watch time, which one gets more subscribers. That's huge. Hey, Torbuild, how's it going? This life outdoors. Wow. So yeah, the gang is all here. Hey, let's be frank. How's it going? So I'm going to hop into the forum. It's going to be a short stream today, getting started a little bit late. So we've only got a couple questions. And to let you know about the questions going into the forum, it is first come, first serve. I'm only going to answer a couple questions today. So let me go ahead and get into a couple of those. Tier Talk says, and you have an iPhone, it says, are there any good mobile apps that can help you edit a multiple camera production? Okay, when it comes to mobile editing, and that's actually a really good question. And before I answer that, I want to talk about a cool few new things that have come out. So those of you who've probably seen the new iPhone 11 craziness, right? Everybody's making iPhone 11 videos. And I said I wasn't going to get an iPhone 11, but I went out and I got an iPhone 11 because I wanted to make some videos on it. People were asking me, is it good? Should I upgrade? Is it worth upgrading? So I went out and I bought it. I kept my old phone and I thought, okay, better cameras. Let's see if it's faster. So I do have some videos coming on that. But overall, I think if you have any of the 10 series, the 10, the XR, the 10S, any of that. I don't think it's worth upgrading unless you're shooting a lot of handheld video with your phone. And if that's the case, then the image stabilization that comes with the iPhone 11, this is the 11 Plus, it's fantastic. So Filmic Pro, now they haven't released the version yet for this, but I know Filmic will actually let you shoot with all 3 cameras in the back and the front-facing camera, giving you 4 video streams at once, recording at once, and you can have them all individual, then you can edit them. And there's another app called 4X Camera Maker. Now 4X Camera Maker kind of does the same thing. You can record from multiple iPhones. So if you have 3 iPhones, or you and a friend have a couple of iPhones, you can all record. It sends the footage into one iPhone device. That's really cool. Now, to answer your question, here's what you need to do if you want to edit multiple clips like this. So if you shoot multiple clips, you need editing software that's going to allow you to build up in layers. For editing software, I would have a look at the following: Video Leap, LumaFusion, and KineMaster. I would take a look at those. I know Video Leap is free to check out. LumaFusion costs around $19 or $20 US. It's a one-time payment. And KineMaster, I think you can get it for $3 or $4 per month, but you can check it out for free. It just comes with a watermark to see if it will do what you want to do. The key is you need an editing app that allows multiple layers. That's what you need. Mobile video editing, says LumaFusion. Yeah, LumaFusion's great. Okay, so when it comes to LumaFusion, fantastic app. But for some reason, I don't like LumaFusion in my phone. Where I think LumaFusion really shines is in an iPad. I have the new iPad Pro, the 12.9 inch or whatever size it is. That's where LumaFusion shines, in my opinion. I think it's a little bit too, I don't know. It doesn't feel right to me on the phone, but on my iPad, I absolutely love it. Hey, Mech Octo. I don't even know what your name is. Let's see. Let's Be Frank says, I'm starting a new series through the week now using the app Prism. Thank you for introducing me to the app. Right? How many of you have tried live streaming yet with Prism Live Studio? Is this not one of the best live streaming apps you have ever come across? If you've put Prism in, because I made a video on this, and I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed with this streaming app. Before you have the YouTube streaming app, and if you have under 1,000 subscribers, you can't stream using the YouTube app. So that kind of sucks. But then Streamlabs is pretty good. But then Prism Live Studio was released.
Super chat.
Sparks Family TV. Thank you so much. Just showing love as always. Thank you. Scully's House of Thriller says Prism is awesome, but it's glitchy. Interesting. I haven't had any glitch with it. I'm really curious to see what problems you've had with it. Scully's House of Thrillers. Also, those guys are very responsive. So if you want to reach out to them, send them a message. I know they're working overtime trying to get that app into tip-top shape. So the more information you can give them, if you find glitches, let them know. What is Prism? Let me see if I might have this in here. So Prism Live Studio is a live streaming app. It's available for Android and iOS users. It's totally free, and if you have under 1,000 subscribers, you can stream. However, it's important to note that you still have to verify your channel with YouTube. That's also free. It's just a process where they send you a code, or they call you. Some automated thing calls you and gives you a code. Put back into YouTube, and it waits 24 hours, and you can stream. Let me see if I have a link to this. 1 second. Prism Live Studio. Where did you go? Prism. I probably need a better. Here it is. I'm going to try to drop a link into the chat right now. Let's see if it goes in here. How to go live with your phone. The link I just dropped is going to take you to a video where I walk you through how to use Prism Live Studio. It's a really cool app.
Super chat.
This Life Outdoors says the Prism vid was really good. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That was actually longer than I usually make a video. And the funny thing is when I started to make that video, I thought, okay, I'm going to make like a short video, because generally speaking, shorter videos do better on my channel, right? Some people go for the longer videos, 10 minutes plus. That works on some channels. For my channel, generally speaking, mobile users don't watch content as long, so shorter videos work better for my channel. And I thought, okay, I'm going to make like a 5-minute video. And then as I was making the video, it just got longer and longer and longer and longer. Hey, Andrew Can's in the house. What's going on, Andrew Can, dropping a link to YouTube, youtube.com/verify. Yeah, so if you don't know if your channel is verified or not, look at the link that Andrew Can just dropped into the chat, youtube.com/verify, and it will tell you if you're verified or not. If it is, you're going to see, yeah, it's verified. If not, you need to go through the process. It's quick, it's free, and it does take 24 hours, and you have to do that before you're eligible to live stream on YouTube. Absolute rule. How's it going, Joe? Hope you were doing well. Joe, you got the phone. I know you got the phone. We're going to talk about who's buying the new iPhone. Let's talk about it. Andrew, I know Andrew didn't buy the phone. Andrew was with me actually when I got this phone. We were in Australia, Melbourne, Australia, which is probably one of the most beautiful cities I've ever seen. And I have traveled extensively. Melbourne is a gorgeous city. We were at VidCon there. It was Andrew Can, my brother Nick, myself, Beanie Draws, Fiberific. Having a hard time talking tonight. My mouth's a little bit dry too. Cosmic W, how's it going? But we had a great time in Australia.
Super chat.
Thank you, Andrew. What did the note say there? It says, help collect your losses after buying. Yeah, there you go. This thing is gorgeous. So, Andrew, man, the image stabilization in this phone is absolutely ridiculous. Now, it's on par with, I know some of you prefer Androids. So the Huawei P30 Pro phone, awesome image stabilization, awesome image footage. Samsung 10 Plus, or the Note 10, fantastic stabilization, great video. But for iPhone, this is the best camera and best image stabilization on an iPhone to date. I think it's worth the upgrade if you're shooting handheld video, or if you want to take low light pictures. Sorry, on my phone. 30-day review says, hey, what are your instructions for the winners of the competition? Okay, so if you won anything, Nick will be contacting you. He might be posting in the Discord. He's handling that. Everyone can, yeah. That's the thing about YouTube, right? You can't at someone in a live chat with a phone. That's really frustrating. Yeah, 30-day review. So we're still getting the information. All we know is that we were given the tickets from Daryl. We were given X amount of tickets to give away to go in person. We were given X amount of tickets for virtual passes. So we're waiting on two things. One, we're waiting to find out if the virtual passes are going to include the replays. We think they are, but we just want to confirm. And two, we're figuring out the method that we're going to get them to everyone. Hey, Driven Trucking, how's it going? Is it gimbal quality? Okay, if you want to shoot cinematic footage, buttery, smooth cinematic footage, no, it's not gimbal quality. However,
Super chat.
hey, thank you so much, Mr. Octo. Mr. Octo / I appreciate it. So this isn't gimbal quality. However, most phones, when you film, handheld stuff, it shakes. I would be totally comfortable, and I would not have any problems whatsoever going outside and shooting a video. No gimbal, no wide angle lens, just this phone by itself and possibly a microphone. It comes with a ultra wide lens on it, and that is just fantastic. So you can get more in the shot. So it's doing away with the need for wide angle lenses, which is, I wouldn't want to be a wide angle lens company. It's okay, but because they're making other lenses, they're making macro lenses and anamorphic lenses, but the wide angle lenses, because Samsung has this too, ultra wide, right? This is fantastic. And again, it's not gimbal quality, but it's not bad. Give them a couple years. I think it's fantastic. Handheld stuff, vlogging, it's great. Not totally smooth, but it's really smooth. I'm happy with it. Yeah, Cody Warner did a fantastic video on that. Absolutely fantastic. Driven Trucking says, still sounds great. Yeah. Look, if you love iPhones, and if you love iPhones and you want to shoot video with your iPhone, especially if you have a 7 or an 8 or any of the Plus or anything even older than that, even the 10, and you want to shoot video or handheld stuff, get the 11. This is the 11 Pro. No regrets buying that whatsoever. No regrets. Abhinav Rakesh, sorry man, I can't pronounce your name. It says, hey D, how is the LG G7? I don't know. I've never held that phone. I'd love to get my hands on an LG, but here in Thailand, it's difficult for us to get LG for some reason. They're just not very popular.
Super chat.
Thank you, Andrew. Tiffany said this is for taking care of me. That's so funny. You took care of me. Tell her you took care of everybody. That's hilarious, man. I appreciate that. Let's see. Got it right when the... Okay, Jalen Pittman says, I got it right when the 11 Pro Max Midnight Green. Beautiful. That's gorgeous. That for the 11 Pro, where I picked this up in Australia, all they had was the space gray. But I'm happy with it. I put a case on it anyway. I always put a case on my phone. So, you know, I do love that it's a matte finish. And let me get that. So those of you who have an iPhone, you know how glossy the back of it is, and it gets all smudgy. Matte. That's gorgeous. But I always use a case. I'm not brave enough to go raw on my phone like that.
Super chat.
First 1,000 hours. Thank you so much. Best app for using a phone as a webcam for Streamlabs. Okay, so I'm glad you asked that. So I don't know. First 1,000 hours. I don't know if you have an Android or if you have an iPhone, but let me show you something here. There is an app. Where's it at? And I should have plugged my phone in, and it's actually quite funny that I didn't. There's an app called NewTek NDI. I'm going to tap it. Okay, I don't know if this is available for Android or not, but I want you to look and see. What is it? Android NewTek NDI. Check on the Google Play Store to see if this app is available. It's NewTek NDI. I have it on my iPhones, and the way it works is inside of Streamlabs, you have to add a free plugin. It's called NDI plugin. And then when you open up the app, it turns into a camera essentially. So I just turned it on right there. So that's what it looks like when you activate it. And I'm actually going to turn off the mic on this, but check this out. So once you activate the NewTek NDI and you turn it in, no audio? Really? No audio? Okay. Hold on. I think I know why. Give me 1 second here. I gotta let me build. Oh, where you at? Give me 1 second, guys. Audio's back now? Okay. Hey, this Life Outdoors. How's it going? Give me 1 second. Let me fix the audio because I was building this up. 1 second. I can't hear, D. Audio's fine. Weird. Give me 1 second. Try to fix this. You can hear me now? We're good? Hey, Sam B. How's it going, man? Ghost Dog 54 interrupting football again. So it's football season, right? So maybe I'll have to change. Maybe I'll have to stop streaming on Sunday or just stream earlier. So give me 1 second here and let me get an audio source in here. So 1 second, audio input source. The microphone. Okay, so let me try this again, guys. 1 second. Let me see if you can now hear this. Are we good with the microphone? We good? Audio good? Okay, guys. Perfect. So this is now coming in through the iPhone, right? So it turns your phone into a camera source, and it's connecting through Wi-Fi into Streamlabs. So you can use this as much as you want here. So that's really cool. It's called NewTek NDI. Fantastic. It's not free. It's not free. Now, if they don't have that in the Android store...
Super chat.
Thank you, man. If they don't have that in the Android store, look for something. You're looking for NDI. Again, I'm going to type this into the chat. NDI. That's what you're looking for. This is the technology that connects it into Streamlabs. So if they don't have that particular app, look for anything that's NDI, and that should be able to connect to Streamlabs. Hey, Christina, how's it going? Yeah, I'm actually going to make a video on this because this is a pretty common question that I get asked a lot. I'm going to make a video about it. I just haven't had time to make it yet, but it is on the list. And as far as I know, you can only use one NDI at a time for each scene. So if you want multiple NDIs, so let's say you have 3 iPhones and you want to use all 3 of them inside of Streamlabs, you're going to have to create 3 different scenes, then identify those 3 phones inside of each scene. Cosmic W says, I just saw it in the store for $19.99. Did I pay $19.99? Really? They must have raised the price on that. Hey, Don Moody says, I use Streamlabs app to stream from my phone. Yeah, great mobile live streaming app as well.
Super chat.
Thank you so much for the super chat. Much appreciated. NDI is on Android as well. Okay, there you go. So that will work. Anything NDI will work as a camera source inside of Streamlabs. You just need to make sure that you put you go to Google, you can type in like Streamlabs NDI. It will give you a plugin. You just download it and run it, and it's going to put it inside of Streamlabs. It's actually really easy to do. Cosmic W says, it was on Android where I saw it. Okay, so yeah, I thought New Tech was cheaper than that. I thought I paid around $5 for it, but I could be wrong. Hey, Risky Boy 11, I'm doing great, man. How are you? Christina says, I'm excited for VidSummit and nervous. I just want to meet as many people as possible that I can learn from. Don't be nervous. Here's the thing. From the moment you wake up, Christina, so you're going to wake up, you're going to go out of your room, walk out of your room, you're going to go down and eat breakfast, and it's going to be full of YouTubers. And there's going to be YouTubers in the lobby. There's going to be YouTubers drinking coffee. And everybody's just really cool. Everybody's friendly. Feel free to come hang out with us. We'll be there. And just go to the sessions. Go to the sessions and just mingle with people. The whole crew's going to be there. The whole Nimminati crew is going to be there. Cosmic W says, I wish I could go, but I don't have a car yet. All right. I can't pronounce your name here. Aditya RS. Apologies for the name there. Says, would you recommend Power Director Android or KineMaster Android? Okay, I think Power Director and KineMaster are both fantastic apps. My personal preference is KineMaster because I started mobile editing with KineMaster. I've learned KineMaster, so it just makes sense to me. Plus,
super chat.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. What you screaming at, right? Like, I learned KineMaster and it makes sense, and I got to know the crew over at KineMaster, the developers. They're a great bunch over there. I know they're really working hard to make the app better. So I've kind of built that relationship. So my personal preference based on usability and the people I know behind the app, I'm going to go with KineMaster on that. Shannon Vlogs, how's it going? Shannon says, it's like Disneyland for creators. Everyone is happy and kind. Don't be nervous. Absolutely. Shannon, I hate that you're not going this year. Hopefully next year you're going to go. Maybe you can get a babysitter for the little one. Is Vigard here? Did I see Vigard slip in? Hey, Vigard, how's it going, man? Vigard says, I'm nervous too. Guys, listen, don't be nervous. Like whatever nerves that you've got, you're just building it up. You're completely building it up in your head. It's not necessary to be nervous at all. Just go and hang out. Just go and just chill and hang out. Nick and I are going to be there. You got all the mods are going to be there. Other people from the community, the various communities that all you guys hang out in different chats. Oh, man, everybody's so friendly. Shannon can tell you. There's no reason to be nervous at all. Midnight Madness. Yeah, I'm excited though. So Nick and I leave because we have to go early. We're leaving to go to the U.S. in about 8 days. Pretty excited. Christina says, I'm kind of weird. That's what I'm nervous. Yeah, newsflash, Christina. Most creators, most YouTubers that I've met are kind of weird. Here's what I've come to learn. Most YouTubers are introverts, right? If you're an introvert, right? If you're an introvert, show of hands, say yes if you're an introvert. Type in yes right now. I'm curious because I'm a total introvert. I generally don't like to hang out with people. I generally like to hang out by myself or with my brother, my circle of friends, like my friends that I've had for years and that sort of thing. You can count them on one hand. And that's including my girlfriend, including my brother. I don't have many very close friends inside of my inner circle. I'm a total introvert, complete introvert. But, okay, so there's a lot of yes in here. There's a lot of no audio? My audio is good? Somebody just said I don't have audio. Are we good? We good on audio, guys? Audio is good. Okay. Or is it Mimi review says I hate people? It's not that I hate people. I don't know. My whole life, I've just never felt really comfortable around people. I was a musician. I spent like the 10 years of my life in a couple of bands. I've toured all over the US. I've played in front of thousands of people. I've been in that environment, but when all of that was over, when the show was over, I would always kind of go back to the hotel and just kind of hang out with, one of my drummer friend or something like that. But now, like as a YouTuber, what I found is the mic is muted. What audio is good? We've got a mix here, guys. So we've got mic muted, audio is good. Can we get a thumbs up, guys? Let me know, because I'm getting some mixed signals here with the audio. I want to make sure we're good. You're good. Okay, weird. So yeah, if something's muted, don't know what to tell you, man. They're trolling. You're fine. Audio's good. Live is good. All right, guys. Thank you. Much appreciated. So where was I at? So anyway, yeah, I don't know. I've always just felt more comfortable just alone, right? But when I went to VidSummit for the first time, like, wow, like that changed everything for me, because what I realized was that all of these other people were just like me. It's a gap. I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm just pulling this number out of my behind, as I usually do. But I would bet that 75% of the people that I met at VidSummit are probably also just as introverted as I am. But amongst each other, like, we're all in the same struggle. We all understand each other. We all understand what it's like to be, a video creator or whatever it is that you're doing. Like, I don't know, it's just something kind of connects all of us there. You're gonna Christina, you're gonna see it when you're there. Vigard, you're gonna see it when you're there. However weird you are, however big of an introvert you are, like, you're gonna feel completely comfortable there. Once you get over those jitters of whatever you've built up in your head, you're an extroverted introvert. There you go. You'll be fine, Christina. It's a very welcoming thing. And one of the coolest things about VidSummit is, with all the different creators that I met last year, not one person ever said, because I think I had maybe 10,000 subscribers at the time, give or take. Not one person said, "Hey, how many subscribers do you have?" Nobody cares, right? Nobody cares. Everybody's just there to learn and to share and to be part of the experience. So that's really cool. Okay, so if you are just joining me, head down to the description. I have a link down there that's going to open up a form. Drop your question in the form, because the chat moves a little bit quickly sometimes, and I can't see all the chats, all the questions coming in.
Super chat.
Hey, thank you so much. Cosmic W says, I've learned so much from you and Nick, and I'm getting close to 600 subscribers. Boom, congratulations. Thanks to you guys. Even though the growth is still slow, it's better than no growth, and I so appreciate all your help. Hey, listen, that's awesome. Think about this. You have the attention of 600 human beings. 600 people are interested in what you're doing. So you might see this as slow growth, but think about how hard if you walked out onto the street and you just started talking, you wouldn't get 60 people to stop and you'd struggle to get 6 people to stop and listen to you. But the fact that 600 people are interested in what you're doing, that's a huge accomplishment. So yeah, celebrate that. Vigard says, I ordered business cards, not sure how to get rid of them though. That's okay. Just, you meet people, just hand them out. Somebody gives you their card, you just give them their card. No big deal. Ghost Dog says, all right, hitting Twitter back and forth to football games. Love the content. Ghost Dog, go watch your football game, brother. I will catch you when the game is over, or I'll catch you next weekend. Much appreciated, man. All right, so I'm going to go back to the forum here. Next question comes from, Cakeology. I can't even pronounce your name. Cakeology. I have 231 subscribers, and now I have made 25 videos. Should I be growing faster, or is that the average? Okay, there's not an average. There's no average. There's no fast. There's no slow. It's your speed. Everybody's in their own lane here, and you don't worry about it. Just make the best content that you can, upload as regularly as you can, learn how to interpret your analytics so they make sense to you, and just keep making videos. Like the speed that you're growing at right now, and let me see what type of content you're making. What do you have here? Let me go back. You are making what? Okay, so you're not a gaming video. Okay, so whatever it is that you're making, whatever type of content that you're making, just keep making that content and don't worry about if you're growing fast or if you're growing slow, because everybody's going to have a different experience. So let's just say let's just round you up to 300 subscribers. If you took 20 channels and they all have 300 subscribers, they're all uploading at the exact same time, right? The exact same length of the video. What you don't know is this. I don't know the topics. Like you might be making topics that people aren't interested in, right? Or you might be just titling things wrong, and that's where TubeBuddy really comes in handy. You might not be making good thumbnails. It's not getting the click. Look, the entire purpose of a thumbnail is to stop people, get their attention, and to get the click or to get the tap. So until you learn how to craft your thumbnails to do that, to stop people dead in their tracks, I'm tapping on that or I'm clicking on that. Until you can do that, you're going to have slower growth. So you have those 20 channels, they've all got 300 subscribers, but they might be making different thumbnails, different titles, different topics. Then once they get into the video, they might have better or worse audience retention than you. They might be more charismatic or less charismatic. So there's so many variables, you can't really say there's an average or there's a certain speed that you should be growing at. I'm just going to say stay in your lane, keep making videos, and try to make each video just a little bit better than the last one. Try to critique the last one and say, okay, this video, maybe the audio was bad, maybe the lighting was bad. I could have done something better in the video, and then fix that for the next video. Hey, Matt Dean, how's it going? Matt Hayes, how you doing? Sorry you're late. Hey, I got a late start too. It's okay. It's all good, man. It's all good. The guard says, I'll hear with Mr. Beast if he'll have one. Yeah. I'm going to guess. Hey, man.
Super chat.
Thank you, Zach. Much appreciated, brother. I love to see that you're back on the grind, man. I see you posting on Twitter with your pictures. I saw you went to Lake Moraine. Beautiful stuff, man. I love seeing you back on the grind. So, Vigard, here's my guess based on last year. The really large creators, they'll be there. They'll be hanging out, right? Like last year, Peter McKinnon was just, when I talked to him, he was just like hanging out, drinking a beer, no big deal. But the really big creators, I'm going to bet it's going to be a little bit difficult to talk to them. I could be wrong, but I think I read Daryl said there's going to be around 1,500 people there. So you can imagine that people are going to be, going for their attention quite a bit. But yeah, we'll see. You might end up in an elevator with them, right? You might end up in an elevator with Mr. Beast and Casey Neistat, and you might have that conversation there. You might sit next to them at breakfast. That's the cool thing about VidSummit. Yeah, thumbs up, Zach. I love it, man. All right. Hey, Dal, nice to see you in here. Hope you are doing well. Moving on to the next question in the forum. This one's from Brave Noob, who says, what's the best photoshopping software on mobile that's free? Okay, so if you want the best photoshopping software on mobile that's free, I don't know exactly what you want to do with it, because Photoshop does a lot of things. If you're just trying to color correct photos, I would download Lightroom, Adobe Lightroom. If you're wanting to cut things out and make thumbnails and that sort of thing, check out PixArt. What kind of phone were you on? Hold on. Let me back up. You're on a tablet. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what's on a tablet. You're going to have to look at PixArt and look at PixelLab. PixArt and PixelLab, both of those are free. When you're on PixArt, you're going to get pop-ups trying to get you to upgrade. It's not necessary to upgrade. I've never upgraded for PixArt, and I use it all the time. I would say that's the equivalent of, it's as good as you're going to get for a free Photoshop on your phone. It's actually pretty good. You can do everything that you need to do on PixArt or PixelLab. So Jalen Pittman just says PhotoGrid. Interesting. I've never used PhotoGrid. I love finding out about other apps, right? Because that's all I do. I'm always downloading apps, trying to find new apps, new ways to do things, like the next best thing so I can share with everybody on my channel. And then I've never heard of PhotoGrid. It's never one time been suggested to me inside the App Store. Yeah, Snapseed is good too. It's not at Snapseed is like Lightroom. They're great for manipulating the pictures and stuff like that. But if you want to like cut something out and build something up in layers, I would use PixArt for that. Hey, VIP man, how's it going? In fact, I'm dropping a link into the chat right now. I show you how to use PixArt to make a pro thumbnail. That should be going into the chat here any second. Hey, G. Michael Jr., how are you doing? Yeah, Fonto is also really good for iOS. There it is, make a pro YouTube thumbnail. So what I do in that particular video, the process is exactly the same if you're on a tablet. You just kind of have to say, okay, this is happening on a phone, but I have to do the same thing on a tablet. The process is the same. Hey, Jackie, food reviews. I use a red frame from TubeBuddy and a website called PhotoJet. PhotoJet is free. Canva is good too. Yeah, I've never seen PhotoJet, but Canva's great. Canva's also really good. I wouldn't compare it to Photoshop, but it's great for making thumbnails, great for making channel art or Instagram stories, that sort of thing. Chris says, Vlogit is an amazing app that you showed to me. Thanks, Steve. Hey, man, happy to help. I'm surprised that's free. Vlogit's a great little app. Okay, Cosmic W asks the next question. It says, I'm wondering for thumbnails, is it better to have little text or no text and just pictures? And any tips to make my thumbnails look more appealing? Okay, that was almost like it's right on cue. So where's that? My Snapseed basics. Okay, make sure I have the right thing here. The link I'm going to drop into the chat right now is a process in Snapseed where you can take your photos and make them look more vibrant, make them look more appealing. So I'm going to drop that in there right now. And I'm really hoping that I drop the correct one. Give me 1 second. I'm going to double check that here in my browser because I don't want to send you off on a goose chase here. Hold on. I think I have, beginner tutorial. Hold on here. Let me see what I'm doing. Okay, yeah, so I walk you through the process of basically making your pictures come to life, how to make them more vibrant. So that's step one to do with your thumbnails. In terms of text, that's something that you're going to have to test. Now, there's best practices for thumbnails. They've done studies where, with a lot of user data, where they found that faces generally get more clicks. Larger faces tend to get even more clicks. Multiple faces in a thumbnail get even more clicks, right? There's all sorts of data that they've found about this sort of thing, best practices. However, not all of that works the same. Hey, Regina, how you doing? Not all of that works the same for every channel because you have different demographics who like different things. For example, I've put up a lot of thumbnails with my face in them. Then I enlarged my face and I found those are actually getting more clicks on particular topics. Then I started putting my phone more in the thumbnails, and I found that the more I put my phone in the thumbnails, those tend to get even more clicks than when I put my face in the thumbnail. So for my particular audience, it goes against best practices there. So text or no text, that's something that you're going to have to experiment with. But I will say if you are going to use text, then use an easy to read font, make it bold, and don't make it too wordy. Just choose a couple of target words. Hey, Bitcoin Strategy Free, how you doing? So Adathian says, what made you buy the smaller iPhone instead of the larger one? Is it the price or personal preference? It's a personal preference. Personal preference. So I have the iPhone XS, and I also have an iPhone 7. And I love the iPhone 7 because of the Touch ID here, the fingerprint technology. And the iPhone 11 Pro was it's the same exact size as my XS, but with the case, it's just a little bit better, a little bit bigger than the 7. And so the thing is, and this is going to sound really silly to you guys, but I drive a moped or a scooter here in Thailand. If you're in India, you know exactly what I'm talking about, a motorbike. Same in the Philippines or Malaysia. You know, everybody drives motorbikes in Asia. So I have a backpack, right? Where's my... I'm going to show you this. You guys are going to see behind the scenes here. So 1 second, guys. So I have a backpack. I drive a scooter, I drive a moped, and I put everything in a backpack, right? I'm out cruising around, and I've got this camera case right here. And this is what I put my phone in. So I need a phone that fits perfectly into the camera case. So the Max, you know, the 10S Max, the 11 Max, they're all too big to fit into this case. But the 7, the 8, the 10S, the 11 Pro, the 11, they all fit perfectly into my little camera case right here, and it stays on my backpack. I don't like to stick it in the back. I like to have it right in the front, so if I need to stop and do something, I can take it out real quick and take a picture. So as silly as it sounds, this little thing right here dictates the size of the phone that I get. Hey, Patty, how's it going? Let me take this thing off. I'm getting all tangled up here. Right, my beat up backpack here. Perfect, right? Whatever works, right? Like that's my system. Yeah, that's my system for driving around and getting things done and stuff like that. I gotta have my little phone bag right there. But yeah, this is great, and I like it. I like it that I can do everything with thumb, right? Like my thumb can literally touch just about everywhere on the screen, but the Max, it's too big. It's too big for me. I'm lazy. I don't want to try to, use 2 hands for that. Right now, I'm using a Canon 70D DSLR camera right now, and with a 50mm lens on it. That's why the background is like, I can touch this wall behind me. It's about 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet behind me, but it's a little bit blurred out because I'm using a 50mm lens sitting on the other side of the table. So it gives you that look right there. All right, moving on to the next question. Next question is, where'd it go? I'm losing the questions here. Next question is, BLT Gamers, do you like my channel bio on my thumbnail? Okay, I got that red thing on the screen right there. It says no channel reviews today. So we're going to have to save that, my friend, for another day. I'm not pulling up channels today. Sam B, welcome back, man. He says, how do I know if my subscribers and non-subscribers are enjoying my Lego videos? And how can I create awesome video recording studio? Not sure about the second part of the question. How can I create an awesome video recording studio? You mean like just the studio in general? Okay, so you find out if people are digging your videos by learning how to read your audience retention report, right? You have to go into your analytics. Now, you can use the YT Studio app for that. And you know what? I don't think I can plug this in. You can use the YT Studio app. Let me see if I can do this here. I don't know why I didn't plug my phone in. I'm not firing on all cylinders today. So the YT Studio app, come on, load up. Oh, you can't see it. The YT Studio app, it's free. It's made by YouTube. Then what you want to do is go into the menu, then go into videos, and then tap on the video that you want to. Now you guys can't see that, can you? Tap on the video you want to look at, and then go down to View More. And then after you tap on View More, you're going to be presented with a lot more analytics, and you're going to look at audience retention. So let's just say your video is 10 minutes long, and I really should have set my phone up for this, and I do apologize. I was having audio trouble, and I just wasn't thinking when I just hit go, right? So you need to go in there, look at your audience retention, and it will tell you by percentage and by a graph to show you what percentage of the people are watching, right? Where are they falling off, right? Like you're going to see a graph, and every time you see that graph go down, that's where people are leaving. People are leaving your video. So if it says 43%, that means that 43% of the people who watched your video completed the video. You naturally want that to be as high as possible. So that's how you find out. That's how you find out if people are responding to your videos or not. That's the only way. You have to learn how to read your analytics. Do I have a video on getting to your analytics? I'm not sure if I do or not, but just go to YouTube, type in how to find analytics, my audience retention report, and you can get there. I can't believe I didn't plug my phone in. And I actually don't want to plug it in with everything going live. I don't want to mess something up. But you know what? We're going to try it anyway. Here we go. We're gonna go. Trial by fire right here. I've never plugged in the 11, but since it's the same size as the 10S, okay, let's see here. Hold on, everybody. Trial by fire. Let me plug this in. 1 second. All right, I'm back. Let's see. Hey, Dr. Sten, how's it going? Since Dr. Sten is here, it's time for the meme of the week. Hey, Magdalena Helen, how's it going? Meme of the week, courtesy of Dr. Sten and Company. Probably the most scary one. And I'm not sure if I did this one already or not, but that's a pretty terrifying meme of me. That's going to give me nightmares tonight, so we're not going to stay on that one too much. Dr. Sten, I love it. All right, so let me try to get this fired up here. Give me 1 second. Let's see, iPhone. Let me get this working here. Very demonic, right? Yeah, Dr. Stan, thank you for that one, my friend. Phone cam, capture device. Hold on here. Capture device, cam link. Hey, Atlanta's Universe, how are you doing? So I'm trying to get this set up while I'm actually doing all of this, so just hang tight, guys. I'm going to get this all set up so I can show Sam B how he can get into his audience retention. Just going to randomly grab one here. Where is it at? Cam link, done. Hopefully I can make this happen while I'm live streaming, but it doesn't seem to be working, so hang on here. Try one more time. SparkleCam. Yeah, doing stuff on the fly is always a lot of fun. Let's see. Nope, I cannot get this thing to actually activate while I'm streaming live. It's not wanting to go. So hold on, I'm going to try for one more second here. Nope, sorry about that, man. I can't get it. YT Studio. That's what you need. If you want to send me a message on Twitter or Instagram or something like that, I can take a screenshot and send it to you. So my apologies for all of that. I was trying to get something set up here, and I was trying to show something to Sam B, but I couldn't get it working. All right, next question. It comes from Amit Suku Vlogs. It says, how do I get more people to sub? All right, this is the question that everybody wants to ask. How do you get more subscribers? And this is not the answer that you want to hear, but you get more subscribers by making content that the user finds valuable, the viewer finds valuable. Currently, if you're not getting subscribers, it means that either A, people are having a difficult time finding you, which means you need to work on your titles. B, once they find you, your thumbnails aren't very good, so they're not tapping on your thumbnails to even get into your video to watch it. Or C, they're just not getting enough value out of your videos that's where they want to subscribe and see more. Now, I'll be the next Hellboy. That's good. Part 2, terrible, terrible movie. So, you know, getting more subscribers, it comes down to providing as much value as possible to the viewer. You can also do little things like ask, but don't just say, subscribe to my channel, right? Hey, subscribe to my channel. Hey, don't forget to hit the like button. Tell them, hey, leave a comment, right? Tell them why they should subscribe. Let them know the value they're going to get if they do subscribe. Things that I might say in my video is, if you want to learn how to be a mobile YouTuber, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, followed by the notification bell and all that stuff, right? It identifies them if you want to be a mobile YouTuber. Or if I do a video on iPhone, I might say, if you want to learn more about your iPhone and the tips and tricks that you can do with it, hit that subscribe button, followed by the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos, right? I'll tailor what I say, the value that I give them based on the type of content that I'm making. For iOS, somebody just asked a question about iOS in the chat here. So yeah, if you guys have a question, and see, this is what happens in the chat. If you have a question, Apps That Rule just dropped a link in the chat, or you can get that same link down in the description because the chat gets moving too quickly and I can't stay on top of it. Apologies for that. Okay, next question here comes from Driven Trucking. I have a certain type of video that does extremely well. However, even though it is close to my focus, it's not the direction I had in mind for my channel. Ultimately, my goal is income. So would you slightly change your focus with that goal in mind for quicker success? Thanks. That's a great question. So if you have just a couple ways to look at it. And I don't know where you're at right now with your channel and the momentum that you're getting with your channel. But here's what I did on my channel. I periodically make videos that aren't necessarily what I want for my channel. For example, let me pick a good one. So if I do a dark mode video, okay, dark mode, first of all, I love dark mode, first and foremost. I think all apps should have dark mode. But people that I attract for making dark mode videos, that's not necessarily my target audience. But what happens is those videos bring in a ton of views, especially like my Android YouTube one, right? This is my top video, 700,000 or 800,000 views on it. But what that does, right, when you have a handful of those, I selectively make those videos and it brings in a ton of people, a ton of watch time. And even though that's not my ideal target audience, that helps give my channel authority so I can reach more people, right? That kind of builds my channel up a bit with views and watch time and engagement, so then I can make the videos that I want. So that's one way of doing it. You can make those videos that you know are going to grow your channel, to give your channel more authority, to grow your channel even more, to make more of an impact, to reach more people, which in turn can bring you more money. So it's kind of a roundabout way of doing things, but that's how my channel works, and that's working really well for me. Now, the other way you could do it is just focus on the things, okay, if you want to make money, you could focus on the things that make you money. Your channel is going to grow slower. However, you're probably going to have a more engaged and more loyal audience if you do that. So you could go about it either way. But for me, I realized early on that I wanted channel authority. And if I had channel authority, and then I could go after certain types of videos, then that I know that, you know, in the long term that I'd be able to make more money doing it that way. So that's one way to go about it. Regina says true. Dial says, I found you because of the free video editing app videos. Give me all the freebies. Right. Okay. That's the thing. Nick and I always joke about that. So once you've been doing this for a while, and I'm sure Dr. Sten knows what I'm talking about here, you start to figure out certain videos. Nick and I call them like a lever, right? We call them like you're opening a dam or you're opening some sort of a gate. We call them levers. You know what videos are going to bring views. You know the videos that are going to bring comments. You know the videos that are going to bring the watch time. So when you're looking at your real-time statistics, YT Studio app or Studio Beta, however you're looking at it, when you're looking at that and you say, okay, I need a boost, right? My trend is down right now. I need a boost. So what you do is you lean on those videos. Like, okay, I know if I make this sort of video, it's going to drive a ton of watch time. It's going to drive a ton of views. It's going to drive a ton of engagement. And then I can follow it up with another video just like it, right? And it will get your channel, it will get those wheels spinning again. So there's like a tactic that you can use to kind of accelerate things. And that's what a lot of people do. Real time. You got to do things that kind of, right? Like some things that you do, it doesn't move the, what do you call the needle, right? It doesn't move the needle, but you learn the things that move the needle. So when you need to move the needle, you know what you have to do to make it happen. And then it kind of get things rolling. Dr. Sten says that is what we've been doing. Yeah. All the large channels that I know and that I talk to, they all do the same thing. Like you know the video, like that's part of knowing your audience. If you know who your audience is and you know what they want, you might not necessarily want to make that particular video, but you know that based on whatever's trending, hey, Y Vlogs, how's it going? You know that how your stats are trending at the moment. If your real-time stats, my subs are dropping a little bit, or my views are dropping, my watch time's dropping, hey, it's time to pull some levers. I got to make a couple of these videos to get the machine going again. And then YouTube gives you, right? The people come in, watch time comes in, audience retention is good, the thumbnail's good, the engagement comes in, and you're off and running again. It's a tactic. It's strategy. Hey, Kelsey Hubley, how's it going? Says, hello, just tuned in. Swoosh TV says, hey, D, what's the best smartphone gimbal for $100? Good question. For $100, I would look at either the Feiyun Tech Vlog Pocket, or I would just spend like $125 and get the new DJI Osmo Mobile 3. I would look at one of those. They're both around $100, give or take. Next question here. Oh, hold on. Ultimate goals make money. Yeah. So Driven Trekking. I hope that answers your question. There's two ways to go about it. I would just try to build up the channel momentum and place yourself as an authority for what it is that you're doing. And when you do that, you know, the money's also going to come. So there's kind of two ways you can go with that. Next question. By the way, I hope that makes sense. And if it didn't make sense, reach out to me, email, Twitter, or Instagram. Prozoid. What are the best apps for YouTubers? That's a wide question. Best apps for YouTubers. Analytics, you definitely want to get YT Studio. Free app for YouTubers. You definitely want a video editing app for iOS. Let's say Video Leap, LumaFusion, iMovie, free, KineMaster, Android, Power Director, KineMaster. Graphics, Canva, PixArt, Pixel Lab, Snapseed, Lightroom. You've got those, you're covered. That's kind of a crash course on apps, but those apps will take care of you there. Next question. GG King, who says, is there anywhere I can make a thumb using an app? By the way, I'm on a Chromebook. Are there anywhere I can make a thumb using an app? Okay, so if you're on a Chromebook, you could. Okay, if you're in a Chromebook, I know KineMaster works on Chromebook. I've only had a Chromebook in my hand one time, and it was at VidCon USA, and they had KineMaster on it. But I know you could take a screen grab out of KineMaster, and you could add text on it, and you could build your own thumbnail out of KineMaster, right? Video editing apps, if they have a text feature and a feature to grab a print, to grab a screen grab out of the video, you can build thumbnails with your video editing apps. So you could look at that. And then I would go into the App Store in the Chromebook, and I would see if Pixel Lab is available, or if PixArt is available, or if Canva is available. The Panda Gamer says how to make a thumbnail on iPad exactly the way you would on an iPhone. And I'm going to drop how to make pro thumbnails. So I'm going to drop two in there because you said you're a gamer. So there's one for just making a pro type thumbnail with a person in it. And I'm going to drop one more in here. This one's how to make a gaming thumbnail. And I believe maybe Pixel Lab or PixArt for that. PixArt, definitely on an iPad. You can also use Procreate. You can use Canva. All good stuff. There you go. You got some links, man. The same thing applies for Android as iPhone. The process is exactly the same. So watch those, and it will give you an idea of how you can make that happen. A Fortnite video. I'm unsubscribing. All right. Next question. VIP Man. Nice to see you, man. He says, I got a lot of questions. I will submit them one by one to make it fair to others, but sorry in advance. My YouTube banner is kind of pixelated. I think it's because I added text over the top. I don't have graphic skills or anything, but I like my logo and banner. My question is, do you think it's worth me paying someone to make a new banner that hopefully matches my logo, or even a new logo too? If so, is there anyone you recommend, or do you think my banner logo is good enough for now? Because you are a moderator, I'm going to check it out here on a desktop, VIP Man. Okay, so I see what you mean about the logo. Let me pull you up here just so everybody can see what's going on. Be right back. Whoa, why is that not working? That did not work. That's weird. Butterfingers. Hey, Tim Yonsei, how's it going? So I think your channel art looks pretty good. If you want to have somebody make a, you're in the Discord, ask Grabster to do it. Right? Grabster's another mod. Just say, hey, explain to him what you just explained to me. He might be able to tell you what's causing the problem. He's an excellent graphic designer. Just say, hey, can you make this, and just kind of make it clear so it's not blurry? Midnight Madness. Hey, I am Tassie. How's it going? Patty, nice to see you in here. Hey, Alex Tox. How's it going? Best free editor, no watermark for Windows 10, DaVinci Resolve. How about that, Alex Talks? I believe that's still free. All right, next question. Next question comes from VIP Man. Again, it says, how many times should a channel aim to upload per week? And is there a certain amount of time to wait between videos so that videos show up to people? Okay, so in terms of how often you should upload, I want to say this first. Brute forced uploading doesn't mean channel growth, right? Brute force uploading 7 days a week does not necessarily mean channel success. It just means you're uploading 7 days a week. If you have one quality video, that's going to outperform 7 days of uploading with crappy videos. So I would first ask you, how are your videos doing? If you upload a video, how is it performing? If it's performing well, and maybe you're busy, I don't know. But I would say at the very least, try to upload once a week. If you can upload twice a week, do that if you can, if you're getting traction with your videos. If you're uploading videos and like nobody's watching them, then you can upload a ton of videos and it doesn't matter. Your time will be better served is if you figure out why people aren't watching or why people aren't reacting to your content. Hold on, VIP Man says, some do well, some don't. Depends on the video, really. Okay, so it's topic based. So in that case, do 1 or 2 a week. Don't overdo yourself. I would just spend more time on your thumbnails, more time trying to edit your gameplay or make better titles, that sort of thing. I have heard this. I've heard from several people, hey, John, how's it going, man? Nice to see you. I know that a lot of people will upload a video and they'll wait at least 48 hours to upload another one. I've also seen situations to where I've uploaded a video and then I've uploaded another video too quick, and the weirdest thing happens. It's like YouTube just kind of kills off the other video. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't happen, but I know I'm not alone on that one. So if you are uploading regularly, I would let them breathe. I would give it, a good 48 hours in between uploads. But that's something you're also going to have to test. Like that works. That's what's happening on my channel. It happens on a lot of people's channels that I know. But because you are gaming, you might find that, the gaming market or the gaming niche can absorb more videos. But I go for quality on that one. Definitely go for quality. But just don't overdo it. I see so many gamers are uploading like 7 days a week, and none of the videos are getting hardly any views on them. That's just such a waste of time. Spend that time getting better at what you're doing. Spend that time building skills, making better thumbnails, learning how to read your audience, retention, researching better topics that you can go after for the game and that sort of thing. Like for the majority of my videos, unless it's a topic that I'm trying to get on, like dark mode or like the iPhone videos that I'm going to do, unless it's something like that, I usually spend probably more time researching than I do making the video. But because of that, the videos usually do well. All right, next question. Hard Knocks TV, who says, sorry that it's not actually related to YouTube, but I'm panicking. Okay, we're gonna answer non-YouTube questions, but I'm panicking and I'm asking everyone in the hope that someone may be able to help. My main email appears to have been hacked. Oh boy. Luckily, it's not the one I use for YouTube. Anyway, I'm changing the password and using two-step verification. However, is it possible that they will be notified of the new password on sites and the apps linked to this email address? Sorry, but I'm really clueless with this and I'm freaking out. Okay, so if your email was hacked and you're sure that it was hacked and you're changing the password and using two-step verification, what you'll want to do is I would go through and change the passwords to all social media accounts, to anywhere that email is connected, right? Anywhere that email has been used and you have a password, I would change that password as soon as you change the password for your email. Like you were hacked, so they got in there somehow. That means that your passwords probably are not very secure, or you fell for some sort of a phishing scam or something like that. So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, all of them, go through and change your passwords on all of them. And if any app or any platform that has two-step authentication, do that as well. Cover yourself on that one, because that's a real thing. I know several people who've been hacked recently. Snapchat, change it on Snapchat too. Change it. If they have a password on Snapchat, change it everywhere you can because somebody got your password. All your social media. Yep. Change them everywhere. All right. Next question. And by the way, I'm sorry to hear that. VIP man again. Holy cow. This is a long one. VIP. Okay. VIP man. This is a really big, hold on here. I'm going to pick and choose out of this one. This will be easier if you like send it to me in an email or something like this because there's a lot here. So yeah, this big one that you just sent me, VIP man, just copy this one back up and send it to me in an email. Let me see if I can save this in a notepad or something. Hold on. This is a huge, I'll try to email this to myself because I can easily spend 30 minutes talking about that. All right, next one from Prozoid. What apps do you use to edit right now? Apps using to edit okay, so I started off by praising Snapseed. Snapseed to me was the end-all, be-all photo editing app in terms of color correcting and the treatment that you can put on a picture. Then I started using Lightroom more, Lightroom Mobile. You can use it free. Lightroom Mobile's free. And don't get me wrong, I still love Snapseed. But once my head got wrapped around Lightroom and just how powerful Lightroom really is, I now do everything inside of Lightroom. I can't believe I'm saying this. I don't use Snapseed that much anymore because I found that what I generally need for photos, I can do it better and more efficiently inside of Lightroom. So there's that. So for picture editing, I'm using Lightroom. For editing on my iPad, I'm using LumaFusion. For editing on my iPhone, I like Video Leap and I like KineMaster. And on my Android, I'm also using KineMaster. So that's what I'm using. Hope that helps. So Kaka GZ says I can't upload my banner. You can't upload your banner probably because you are using a browser and you're not accepting cookies. You have to make sure you're not blocking cookies. So many people are using a browser on their phone and you try to upload your banner, but you're getting an error. So you got to log in. It's because you're not allowing them to send you a cookie. So accept their cookie or use a different browser that does accept the cookie. That's the hold up there. All right, next question comes from, where is it at? Tier Talk says, just a general question. Some channels have such a control niche that their subscriber count might never reach into the hundreds of thousands. How come all the YouTube creator videos we see only show successful YouTubers who are in the hundreds of thousands of subscribers? Hold on, let me read this again. Some channels have such a controlled niche that the subscriber count will never reach. How come all the YouTube creator videos we see only show successful YouTubers who are in the hundreds of thousands? So, Tier Talk, so if I understand you correctly, you are, Christina, cookies. Yes, we love cookies. Kelsey Hubley, how do you go live under 1,000 subscribers and how often should you go? Go live as much as you want. I like to go live once a week. I'm going to drop a link into the chat right now that shows you how you can go live with an app under 1,000 subscribers, but you have to make sure that you verify your channel, and I have a video on that as well, so you have to verify first. So back to the question here. So Tier Talk, if you're asking why people in the YouTube education space, hey Adam, in the YouTube education space, why they only showcase people with hundreds of thousands of subscribers, is that what you're asking? Okay, this is going to sound weird, but here's what happens. You can take a channel. If somebody says, hey, show me a channel that's successful using their mobile phone. If I showed them a channel that only had 500 subscribers or 5,000 subscribers or 10,000 subscribers, they might say that's not a successful channel because they're only looking at the vanity number. They're only looking at the subscribers, right? Despite the fact that you might be full-time. I met someone at VidSummit last year. I think they had 4,000 subscribers and they were making over $20,000 US per month. Because the thing about YouTube is it's not really about your subscriber numbers. It's what you do with the views that matter. It's what you do with the people who do find your videos. And they've put a system together to where they knew how to convert the views that they had, even though there were smaller views. They had a product, they had a service that people were interested in, so they were buying it like crazy. So 4,000 subscribers making $20,000 a month, right? But if I showed you that website on the surface, you would say that's not a successful website. People are oohed and they're odd and they're wow by big numbers. So when you have creators showcasing these larger channels, it's because of that, right? It's because they are successful, because they had those larger numbers, they get the larger view counts, and there's usually a lot of data that comes with those larger channels. Like a lot of people in the YouTube education space, you can hire them for consulting, and when you do that, they get access to your data, so they can see all sorts of analytics behind the various channels. They can compare analytics and that sort of thing. So a lot of them who work with larger channels, they like to showcase them because they also know what's going on the back end. And then on the front end, people are impressed by bigger numbers. It's a vanity number and it's kind of silly, but you wouldn't believe them if they showed you a channel with 10,000 subscribers. They'd say that's not success, or 5,000 subscribers. That's not successful. But you show them 500,000 subscribers or 5 million subscribers. Ooh, okay. The whole thing is kind of silly. We want cookies now, right? Vigard says, was that product sales or brand deals? They had a particular, they were, if I remember right, they were driving people to a course where they were teaching somebody how to do something very specific. So it was course-based, Vigard. But yeah, it was like 4,000 subscribers and some change. And it was over $20,000 that they were making a month. So yeah, it's what you do with the traffic that matters. Yeah, let's just talk about cookies for a second, since we're talking about cookies. Everybody's like, the whole chat just went on talking about cookies now. All right. Next question. Mad Lads Gaming. Hey, D, can you do some KineMaster mobile tutorials in the future, please? Love your vids. Thank you. Yeah, I actually have some KineMaster videos coming up. I have a couple basic KineMaster videos already. But yeah, I do have some simple things. What I found is with video editing apps, if I do a full video editing tutorial, if it's not on a basic level, they don't tend to do very well. There's more people looking for the basics. Like how do I use the features in the app? What features do I need to get started? Right? Like those types of videos tend to do well for my channel. If I do more advanced editing stuff, even with like Lightroom, I did a more advanced tutorial with Lightroom. Not that many people were interested, because the more advanced you go, the less people need to see an advanced tutorial, right? But more people are starting out, more people want to know the basics, so those type of videos get more traction. And we're just, look at that, cookies. Look at you guys. Yeah, so what's your favorite type of cookie? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today, it's Cookie Talk. And when we have Cookie Talk, you know what Cookie Talk is? We have some Cookie Talk music that we're going to get into right here. So let's slow things down, grab your cookies, grab your milk, and let's talk about cookies. Let's talk about chocolate chip cookies. Warm chocolate chip cookies straight out of the oven to where it's still kind of gooey. You know what I'm talking about? You take them right out of the oven and you pull those cookies apart, and that chocolate just strings from one piece to the other. They're still kind of warm in your hands. You know what I'm talking about? That cookie love, that's what I'm talking about. And you can smell them. That aroma, Christina, you know what I'm talking about here. That aroma just goes all over the kitchen. That cookie smell. All right, cookie love is over, guys. I just wanted to play the music. That's all it is. So we have the new Stream Deck for those of you who are just coming in. And I'm just going to show it again because I'm just so excited that we have this thing. And I hope the audio is going to work again. We have this. Uh-oh. Why is it not moving? Well, we have that. Let me try this one more time. Nope, it's locked. It's not working. Master your mobile, ladies and gentlemen. It's not working. So we have the new Stream Deck XL, which means we have all the keys. And now we have room for music. We have room for we have more room for sound effects and that sort of thing. So yeah, we are loaded up. I'm actually still loading it up. Oh yeah, the Mega Stream Deck. So here's the cool thing that I just found out. So we have 2 of the normal Stream Decks here, and that's where we at, and that's this, right? The tiny little Stream Deck right here. We have 2 of these sitting around, and what happened was as soon as I plugged in the Stream Deck XL, it asked if we want to copy all the profile information over to the XL. So as soon as I hit yes, it just, everything went over to the XL, and then I just rearranged everything in here. So beautiful. This thing is just massive. I love this thing. All right, next question. Or we're going to start talking about cookies again. Then I'll have to play the music again and all that stuff. All right. Mr. Octo says, what can I do to get better? What can you do to get better? I'm going to glance at your channel, my man, see what you can do to get better. At a glance, I'm going to tell you that what you can do with your channel. So many kids. My other kills me for no reason. What are you doing on your channel? Brawl Stars. Okay, so the first thing I would tell you to do, man, is I would tell you to study thumbnails of popular channels that are similar to yours. Go look at Mr. Beast. Look at what he's doing with his thumbnails. Look at how vibrant they are. Look at how they're putting stuff in the thumbnails. You need to up your thumbnail game. So that's what I've got for you. Improve your thumbnails massively, and then come back and talk to me, and we'll take it to another step. Christina, the size of that Stream Deck is impressive. Yeah, I know why you guys couldn't see it. Here we go. I'm gonna show you the Stream Deck once again. My Wi-Fi was off because I'm silly like that. So we're gonna do this again. Boom, Christina, cover the eyes, cover your eyes of your kids there. Here we go. Boom, look at that. Look at that bad boy right there. And for comparison, let's get comparison. This right here's the old one, and here's the new one. Look at that. How gorgeous is that? Right? Oh yeah. Look at that baby, right? Excuse me while I whip this out. Look at that. Look at this. It's not the size of the Stream Deck, ladies and gentlemen. It's what you do with it. So yeah, this thing is gorgeous. I wish we would have picked this up the day that it came out, because before we had we had folders inside of folders, and it was just too complicated inside of the smaller Stream Deck. But now with the XL, man, everything is just so much easier. Oh, okay. Next question. You guys are crazy. You make me do this. You all make me do this. All right. Next question here. This one comes from Blazed Clan. How do you schedule uploads on a mobile? Ooh, that's a good question. Has anybody successfully scheduled an upload video? I don't think you can. I know when you're using, whoa, I almost dropped my phone, right? That's why you put a case on your phone. I don't think you can. When you use YouTube to upload your video, you're asked, the only real selection you get is, do you want it to be public or unlisted or private? I haven't seen anything there in mobile to actually schedule that. So that might be a good tweet. Tweet out to at Team YouTube on Twitter and tell them you want that feature. But as far as I know, I don't know of any app that allows you to schedule your upload on mobile. Look, let's just call it like it is. Mobile content creators are getting the shaft on YouTube. If you guys, for those of you who do everything on your phone, and I'm curious, show of hands. Hey, Dan, how's it going, man? Show of hands, say yes if you do everything on your phone. And by everything, I mean you shoot your videos, you edit your videos, you make your thumbnails, you check your analytics. You basically don't have access to a computer. If that's you, just say yes right now. I'm curious how many people in the chat right now does everything from their phone. Creator fundamentals in the house. Okay, so there's a hand. Yes. Okay, that's surprising. A lot of people, yes. Okay, so if that's you, I'm sorry to break the news to you, but you are getting screwed by YouTube, because YouTube has so many more features inside the browser versions of Classic Studio and Studio Beta. It's like a whole other world for YouTubers, and they're just really kind of giving the shaft to mobile YouTubers. Now, I do know they're working on their app. I know they do have some upgrades coming to the app, and I do know that there are some massive upgrades coming from TubeBuddy. I know that there are some other great apps out there. What's the name of that app? I'm so bad with app names. I look at too many app names. Another great app is YT Tracker, right, for iOS. So there are apps out there, and I know there's some big upgrades coming. But like, what upgrades do you know? I can't spill the beans, but I know there's some massive. Hey, Heidi, how's it going? There's some massive upgrades coming across the board. Great apps that are working on this. But YouTube specifically is just kind of giving mobile creators the shaft. So we if you do everything on your phone, you have to work with what you got, but help is on the way. I can tell you that. All right, next question. This one comes from Ziggy Plays. I have over 1,000 subscribers, and why do only 30 people watch my videos? Okay, well, Ziggy Plays, are you still in the chat, my friend? Eric Wade, yo. Ziggy, so if you have 1,000 subscribers and you're getting 30 views, first thing I have to ask you is, one, did you do sub for sub in order to get that 1,000 subscribers? Did you do sub for sub? Did you do let's help each other grow? Did you do hug for hug or any of that stuff? Because if the answer is yes, then that's why you're only getting 30 views, is because all of those subscribers that you did the sub for sub thing for, those don't mean anything. They subscribed so you could get a number, and you subscribe to them so they can get a number, but that number's meaningless. Hey, Porter Wolf Gaming, that subscriber number is meaningless with sub for sub because the people are they're not interested in the content that you're making. They're not watching your videos, right? So that's why you have 1,000 subscribers. That's probably why you have 1,000 subscribers and you get 30 views. Now, the second thing is that you may have done a pivot somewhere. Your subscribers might be legit, but you may have made hey, Isaac's LOL. Your subscribers might be legit.
Super chat.
Thank you, Adam Exploits. Much appreciated, my friend. Thank you, D. I appreciate you and your content. Well, I appreciate you too, Adam. So your subscribers might be legit, right? I don't know. But you may have made a pivot. You may have made a handful of videos that drove those subscribers there, and then you change direction of your channel. And now those subscribers, they're just not interested in your content anymore. So I'm going to guess it's one or the other. You begged for subscribers, maybe you bought them, maybe you did sub for sub or something like that, or you made a pivot. But that's usually why. Now, generally speaking, most channels that are growing have a much larger group of people who are not subscribers watching their content. For example, I'm currently at around 80% of the people watching my videos are not subscribers. And I'm okay with that because that means I'm growing. That means that 80% of the people finding my content didn't know that I existed. So that means YouTube is just promoting me out. They're promoting me. They're right. YouTube just keeps sending me out to new people, 80% of the people apparently. So that's allowing my channel to grow. If that were in reverse and 80% of subscribers were watching my videos, then I'd be growing a lot slower because it means only 20% of them are new people. And that's how you get that channel momentum going. So you definitely want more people watching your videos who are not subscribers if you're trying to grow. I mean, ideally everybody be watching your videos, subscribers will be watching your videos too, but you kind of can't, you don't have it both ways. Driven Truckin says I'm 80% also. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's good. Because that, YouTube's putting your stuff out there. You want more people to come in. All right, next question. Well, let's see here. Blue Eyed Tech. How's it going, James? Let's see here. Hey, D, hope everything is going well. I had a very quick question. Not that long ago, you said that using affiliate links is a gray area here on YouTube, and it's just best not to use them at all. I don't think I said exactly that, but let me see what some of you are going. I see a lot of tech YouTubers that I watch use affiliate links with a disclaimer above the link. Why are affiliate links gray area, and will my channel be deleted if I use them? So what I was talking about, and I remember we had this conversation, what I meant by that, okay, affiliate links are fine, right? Affiliate links are fine. But we need to talk about a couple of things. One, you don't want, because a lot of people have affiliate links to Amazon. And what you don't want to do in your disclaimer is you don't want to say, click on these links and support my channel, because you're incentivizing people to go click on those links. Amazon, they'll cancel your account if they see you asking things like that. I know several people who've had their Amazon accounts canceled because of that exact way that they worded things in your disclaimer. Okay, so that's one reason you need to be careful about how you word things with Amazon. But links themselves aren't bad. What I believe I told you in your situation, because you were just trying to get the ball rolling, I may have told you that don't give people too many links starting out, because you want to keep people on the platform. Like the whole idea when you're getting started, regards to it happened to it happened to Roberto too. Interesting. If you're trying to get the ball rolling, right, you're trying to build that channel momentum, every time you send somebody off of YouTube, that's a signal to YouTube that says every time somebody watches this person's video, they leave YouTube and they don't watch another video. And that's not what YouTube wants. YouTube wants people to watch your video, then watch another video, then watch it. Even if it's not your video, they want people to stay on the platform. So what I recommend when people are just getting started is to remove those affiliate links at first. And if you're going to link out to anything, link out to your own videos that are relevant. Let's say somebody comes to your channel and they want to learn how to use the Ninja blender, right? Well, maybe you have reviews of other blenders. So after they watch that video, I would put it in your card, I'd put it in your end screen, I'd put it in a pinned comment, and any links in your description would link out to other videos of yours or other playlists of yours that would be blender related. So everything is relevant. Okay, that keeps people on the platform, because you don't want to be sending them off just yet. Now, once your channel starts to get the ball rolling a bit, then put those affiliate links in there. But I think what I told you was just don't load it up with affiliate links when you're just getting started like that, because you're just sending people off the platform, and that's ultimately going to hurt you. So it's not dicey I don't say don't put them in there. I'm just saying be selective about when you put them in there, and try to do everything you do to create more of like a watch time trap and to keep people on the platform itself. Because if you want to build momentum, right? You want to get your channel moving and getting them watching one video to the next video to the next video. That's more important than sending somebody off to Amazon where you're going to make like $2 on a sale. Now, later on, or maybe now, depending on where you're at with your channel, absolutely put those links in there. I have links in mine, right? I went back and I put links in some of my earlier videos that I didn't put links in originally. So it's a personal choice. I just don't recommend it starting out, right? Get that ball rolling first.
Super chat.
Thank you, Heidi. Hey, D, did you see my tweet with the chili flavored M&Ms? No, I didn't, but I'm going to look for it. Chili flavor. I don't even know if I like the sound of that. Chili flavored M&Ms. First 1,000 hours. Have a good one.
Super chat.
Buenas noches, El Jefe. Paloma and I are sending much love and hugs to both you and Nick. Hug life. Thank you so much, brother. I hope you and Paloma are doing well. Give her a hug. Hey, James, man, I know we were talking on Twitter before. Send me a link to one of your recent videos, and just let me take a quick glance at it to make sure that your disclaimer is okay and stuff like that, because it really just comes down to where you're at in terms of growth. And I know just one of the things that I focused on, and a lot of people focus on early on, is just keeping people on the platform. That's another reason Nick will even say he recommends this a lot. So you have the option, you can put your social media information next to your channel art, right? You come to your main channel page, you can put Twitter, you can put Facebook, you can put, exits out to other things. And again, it all comes down to channel goals. If your goal is growing your channel, right? My goal is growing my channel, then don't send people off platform just yet. So don't put your Twitter link in there just yet. Don't put your Facebook link in there just yet, because you want to keep people on the platform for now. You can add all of that stuff later. Alana's Universe, how's it going? Hope you were doing well. Porter Wolf Gaming, hey D, how can I get YouTube to promote my channel more often? Okay, here's the thing. There's a misconception that YouTube does not want to promote smaller creators, new creators, right? That sort of thing. That's not true. YouTube wants to get your video out there in front of people. YouTube wants to put ads on top of your videos. That's what YouTube wants to do. YouTube isn't putting your video out there more, and this isn't what you want to hear, but this is This is the reality of it. Your videos aren't going out there more because your videos are not resonating with people, right? Maybe your thumbnails aren't getting the clicks. And if your thumbnail is getting the click, then your videos aren't performing very well. YouTube wants to get eyes on your videos and run ads on those videos, right? So if your video is not performing very well, YouTube knows that it probably can't keep people watching your video, so they can't continue to run ads on your video. They want to put videos on the platform, right? That's all those viral videos, right? They're huge for a reason. They keep people's interest from the time they come on till the time they go off. I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen any of the bear videos. I always joke with people about the bear videos. Like if you watch one bear video, right? Like YouTube will just hammer you with bear videos, and all of them, like a bear walks up next to a camper, a grizzly bear, or the polar bear comes up to, at the cameraman or something like that. You click on one of those and YouTube will just start suggesting like all of these bear videos, and they all have millions of views because that's what people are interested in. They want to watch those videos, and YouTube is just running those ads on those. So if your video is not getting suggested out there, you have to make better videos. You have to make content that people respond to, and then YouTube will put it out there. They want to. They want to put your content out there. Please, Swiss Grove, please tell me a good screen recorder for Android with no watermark. AZ recorder or Mobizen. You can actually turn off the watermark. I think with Mobizen you have to select what's called clean mode, and once clean mode is activated, their watermark turns off. I like the bear scratching its back to me. I haven't seen that one. Yeah, you click one bear video. Same with goats, right? There's all these, screaming goats and goats climbing up mountains. You click one of those and it's like, YouTube's like, okay, I gotcha. Then you get like suggested like 5 goat videos per day. Then it's all got like 30 million views on it. Right? All right. Next question. TGC Money. What are your thoughts? Wow, almost as if that was a plant, but it's not. What are your thoughts on AZ recorder? I think AZ recorder is a great screen recorder. My 2 favorites are AZ recorder and Mobizen. I used to love DU recorder, but I prefer these now. I think it's great. And next question. Meme Review X. Best editing app. You didn't say photo or video, so photo, I'm going to say Lightroom. Video. Since you're on Android, I'm going to say KineMaster. Next question. From Anonymous. I've fallen in love. Help. You've fallen in love. Help. Well, that's an interesting question. Who have you fallen in love with? Who have you fallen in love with, anonymous person? Go ahead and say. The whole chat is waiting right now for you to reply and tell us who you've fallen in love with. Because I've got advice for you. I've got advice for you. I've got tons. Whoa! I have tons of love advice. But first, we're gonna cue some love music. Just kidding. All right. Next question. From Yogurt, interesting name. You are somewhat a gamer. What is a great app that has no promotions and that I can make a video with photos and transitions? No promotions. Okay, with no promotions, I'm assuming you want a free app with no promotions. Look, here's the thing. Unless it's a large company like Google, who owns Snapseed, or Adobe, who owns Lightroom, it's hard to find a free app that doesn't have ads. Like, people have to make money. As a YouTuber, you want to make money off of your creation. You want to make money with the videos that you make, right? App developers, they want to make money off of their apps too. So if they're not charging you for the app, you're going to get shown ads. That's just the way it's going to work. But without promotions, I'm not sure. You could look at You're on an iPhone. Hold on. Look at Vlogit. Vlogit, I believe, is free. The Video Leap, you can probably do the same thing there. I can't guarantee they don't have any sort of promotions in them, but yeah, check out Video Leap first. Video Leap. All right, next question. We're going to put the cookie music back on. Can we officially call that cookie music? Can we do that? Can we call that? Yeah, Late Night with Dr. D. There you go. We're going to do a thing now. We're going to do a, and I need to be able to like turn the lights down, right? Oh my God. We need to
Super chat.
There you go. Kickology says, D, I had 231 subs and I posted 26 vids. Is that I answered your question, Kickology. You must have stepped out. I want to be the biggest business channel on YouTube. Yeah, so I already answered your question early on. I actually kind of went into a pretty big detail on it. You may have been one of the first questions. Go back and watch this. So when this stream, so you have a link to this stream that's went out in notifications. It's going to be in your email. If I don't publish this video, go back and look for that. But just cliff notes, there isn't an average growth. It comes down to how good the content is that you're making, and if people are responding, the value that they're getting out of your content. How often do you upload? What are your topics, right? What's your demographic? What area of the world are you uploading to? So I can't really say there's average growth. Everybody needs to just kind of stay in their own lane. I would say this: you have 26 videos, you have 231 subscribers. I think that's good. It's you know you have 231 people who found your videos interesting. So what I would do is go dig into your analytics, look at your watch time, look at the videos that are performing well. Like, hey, out of my 26 videos, these 5 videos did way better than the others. Then make similar videos make similar videos to those, and then rinse and repeat. You got to get that ball rolling, right? But go back and watch the beginning of this stream where I go in and I answer your question in a little more detail. But yeah, there's no average growth. It's just your speed based on your topics, your demographics, how good you are, your thumbnails, and everything else. There isn't a set thing there.
Super chat.
Kevin Pinot, apologies on the name there, Pinot, changing from personal to branded account effects. Kevin, can you rephrase that? Are you talking about changing your YouTube channel from a personal account to a brand account? Is that what you're asking, Kevin? I will keep an eye here. Self-publishing with Dale. How's it going, man? Let me see. Yeah, Kevin, if you can just clarify that a little bit so I give you the right information here. I will say this, while I'm waiting, if you do have a personal YouTube account and you're wanting to change over to a brand account, tread carefully, because when you change over to a brand account, and you can Google for this, and you can see tons of people who already had a custom URL, right? youtube.com/their name. Okay, yes. youtube.com/your name. Then they move over to a brand account and they lose that name. They lose the custom URL. I lost my name, right? So when I started my YouTube channel, youtube.com/dnimmin, and I made a handful of videos. And then my brother Nick said, hey, I want, let me get access to your analytics, and, I can help you figure some things out. And I said, okay. He says, but you need to have a brand account. Because what a brand account does, a brand account allows you to have an account manager, right? So let's say, and I'm not suggesting you do this, but let's just say you wanted to hire me, Roberto Blake, or Daryl Eves, or Nick, or somebody to be a channel manager, right? Or a consultant. The first thing they're going to ask is, I need access to your channel. I need access to your analytics. I need to see what's going on behind the scenes with your channel to give you proper advice. Well, to do that, you have to have a brand channel. Then you can add those people in. So if that's what you want to do, if you want a consultant or a channel manager or something like that, you'll need to get a brand account. However, if you already have a custom URL, you do lose risking that custom URL. The only reason I was even able to get my custom URL back was because Nick, he had over 100,000 subscribers at the time. When you have 100,000 subscribers, you get access to your own chat, right? So us peasant YouTubers, we don't have access to like real-time chat the way people with larger channels had. They get like their own elevated chat support. So through that elevated chat, he was able to hammer them for like a week. And then finally he got a hold of somebody who was able to undo the fact that I lost my custom URL. I was crushed, all right? I was like, youtube.com/dnimmin. Cool, I get to brand my name. 5 videos later, it's gone, and YouTube says you can't have it back. When I contacted them, they're like, oh, well, we told you like through the process that you might lose it, and you did. What? So yeah, I would say don't move to a brand account unless you have to. You do lose risking your custom URL. Yeah. I mean, I think it's just calling it like it is, moving from a personal account to a brand account after you've already built up if you have an established account already, I think it's a terrible move because YouTube doesn't have a smooth system. So just know that will it affect my subscribers? I did not set up a custom URL. Okay, so that's good. If you do not have a custom URL yet, then you're gold on that one. Will it affect your subscribers? It should not. Let me open your channel here 1 second and just see where you're at. See where you're at here in the journey. So okay, so wow, you've got right at 100 subscribers, so you could do that. Okay, yeah. So at your level right now, because you haven't claimed anything, and if you do want to move to a brand account because you want to hire a consultant or get a channel manager, then I think at this stage, Panda Gamer, have a good one. I think at this stage, I think you can definitely make that happen. Tana, so lit. Hey, thank you, man.
Super chat.
Thank you. Congrats on the 52,000 subs, bro. That was fast. Thank you, man. High five, dude. Appreciate that. Yeah, it was fast. Guys, I need to change a battery out, and I'm going to be right back. Kevin, I will finish this in just 1 second here. 1 second, guys. All right. Okay, so yeah, I think you can make that switch to the brand account now because, yeah, you're at that stage where it's going to be okay. You haven't claimed a custom URL yet. So if anything does go wrong, and it could go wrong, but it shouldn't cost you your subscribers. But the transition is scary, and they give you the warning, right? Like, hey, you might lose this, you might lose that, but I think you're good. So yeah, Tana, man, thank you. I appreciate that a lot. It's been quite a ride so far, man. Quite a ride. Doll says that music is cool, rocking. Yeah. Yeah, Heidi, new music. I'm trying to find the right little I'll be right back break. All right, next question. SV Whiskey Me Away. Clever name. When recording on your phone, is it better to use the apps on the phone to edit than do more editing on the PC, or just do everything on the PC? Fantastic question. I would say do whatever works best for your workflow. There isn't a better. It's just what's better for you. For me, if I'm going to edit, like I hate, I'm not going to say I hate it. That's a strong word. I dislike editing on my phone because I'm more efficient on an iPad or on a computer, right? I can edit on my phone. It's not a problem, but I have a lot going on. You know, I have a life. I have things. I've got a lot going on, and so I have to pick and choose where I spend my time. And while I can edit on a phone, I can edit twice as fast on my iPad. I can edit 3 times faster on my PC. So it just makes more sense to me to transfer my footage to the PC or to the iPad or something like that. It just makes sense because I can get things done faster. I can execute faster. So for you, same thing. Which one are you faster on? If you can edit faster on your phone, edit on your phone. If you can edit faster on your PC, transfer the footage over and edit on your PC. It's total personal choice on that one. Heidi says, I love your music. So Heidi, we've got some cookie music. Is it time for cookie music? I need a button. Here's what I need. I'll tell you exactly what I need. So I don't have this plugged in yet. I brought this from my house. I've got an Alexa, and I'm just going to be one of those guys right now in case you guys are listening to speakers. Alexa, turn off the lights. I love it. Okay. So, hold on. Any tips on finding new video ideas? Sneaker section. Yes. I actually just added this link in. Video ideas. Hold on here. Video ideas. Yep. I'm dropping a link in the chat right now for you, sneaker section. I walk you through using your phone to come up with some video ideas. I'm dropping that in the link right now. That music had you rocking, huh? All right. So my idea is I could take Amazon and set her up with all the lights. So when I say something like, Alexa, it's cookie time or something like that, then like the lights will dim, the mood will change, and then she'll play then we'll play the cookie music. So maybe something like that. All right. Gotta have fun with the live stream, right? You gotta do something fun. All right, Dose of Beauty has the next question. Says, I haven't started uploading yet. Cool. Welcome to YouTube when you do. Hey D, do you know of any iOS or Windows apps programs I can use to create kinetic typography? I know it's difficult, and it's difficult to succeed this way, but I'd like to create videos without using my voice or showing my face, and I'm trying different ways to do it, but I have no money to spend at the moment. Thanks for everything you do. Oh, good question. On a phone, I don't. I don't know anything to do that on a phone. With on a computer. Vagard, are you still in the chat right now? Does anybody in the chat right now know of anyone that or know of software that can do kinetic type, basically moving type? I know you can do it with things like After Effects and stuff like that, but you do have to pay for it. I don't know if you're looking for something for free. You didn't say. But like, yeah, man. Dose of Beauty, I don't have an answer for you right now. If you want to send me a tweet or a DM on Twitter or send me an email, which is my name backwards at Gmail, send that to me and I'll try to figure something out for you off the top of my, I don't know anything for a phone, but I can see if I can find something out on Windows. I know some people that do that sort of thing, but I don't know what they use to do it. Josephine, did she sneak in here? That is a good word to get. That is good to get a word trigger for the music. Yeah, that'd be great, right, Dr. Stin? What did you say? Yeah, I could be like, Alexa, it's cookie time. And then the lights, right? The lights start, right? The lights come down. Maybe this purple turns to like a red, right? Yeah, I'm going to work on that. That would be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Hey, Josephine, hope you're doing well. All right, next question from Swoosh. How's it going, Swoosh? Says, what's the best smartphone gimbal for under 100? Okay, I answered that earlier. Dusty, what? Hold on.
Super chat.
Dusty Porter, ladies and gentlemen, is in the house. Dusty Porter, if you don't know, is the voice himself. Dusty, my man, how are you doing, brother? I hope you were doing well. I don't think I've ever seen you in here, Dusty. I started late today, Dusty, so that might be why I was able to see you in here. Man, I hope you're doing really well, man. It's nice to see you in here. Those of you who are looking for tips and tutorials, Dusty's channel, he covers how to do everything. How to live stream on your phone, how to live stream on your computer, how to run Streamlabs, how to run OBS. His channel is a tutorial jackpot, if you will. And he's probably got one of the best voices out there. Dusty Porter. Dusty says, great. I lurk in here on Sundays when I walk with the family and stuff. Keep up the great work, man. Love what you do. Thank you so much, Dusty. Nice seeing you. The man, the myth, the legend, Dusty Porter. let me, I'm going to drop a link to Dusty's channel. Give me 1 second here. Let me get Dusty's channel open. Whoops, what just happened? Oh, Dusty, you've got the membership option now. Check that out. I still don't have my membership. I'm waiting for them to activate my memberships, but I don't have it yet. All right, so Dusty Porter, making technology easy. And as you guys can see, he's got live streaming, how to restore iPhones from iCloud, how to turn on dark mode in iOS 13. I need to get on that video, by the way. I'm sleeping on that one. Streamlabs, OBS tutorials. He's got all the good stuff. I'm going to drop a link to his channel right here. You definitely want to check out Dusty Porter. Too nice, man. I don't have to do any of that. I think you're one of the best at doing what we do. Really sincerely thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Dusty, are you going to VidSummit by chance? I know you didn't go last year. I'm hoping one of these days we can cross paths in person. Love to give you a nice warm hug. All right, next question coming in from, best smartphone for under $100. I know it's just a little bit over 100, but the new DJI Osmo Mobile 3 little bit over $100, totally worth it. You also have the Feiyun Tech Vlog Pocket. Tiny little, it fits in your hand. It folds up, it fits in your hand. I think that's right around $99 or $100. Those are both great gimbals. Next question from Matt Hayes. Hey D, I hit 200,000 views last Thursday. Oh, something just went wrong. Did I go offline here? Hold on. Make sure. Nope, I'm still online. Congratulations, man. 200,000 views. That's pretty big. Oh, where did it go? I just lost you. Hit 200,000 views last Thursday. Also my birthday. Happy belated birthday. And my 4-month anniversary on YouTube. Wow. It's a big week. Do you believe in milestone videos? And if so, should they be confined to subscriber milestones? That, my friend, is a great question. Let's ask people in here, what do you guys think of milestone videos? And by that, it means when people hit a certain subscriber milestone, right? Hey, I hit 50,000 subscribers. I'm going to make a video about it, thanking you for the support. Let's talk about what I've learned in that 50,000 subscriber video or whatever the milestone is. What do you guys think about that? Can we get a yes or a no based on if you like milestone videos or if you don't like milestone videos? Hey, Matt, how's it going? Matt says it depends on the milestone video. All right, so we got our first yes in here. Dr. Sten says, I made one, but I just put it in the community tab. If I did it now, yep. Absent Roll says depend. Patty. Another for depends. Okay, so hey, Jay Littman, how's it going? I'm with Jay on this one. That's exactly what I was going to say. Jay says, I think more highly of milestone streams, but I don't know why that is. So I totally agree with Jay Littman on this one. Now, I made one subscriber milestone video. And I think I did it before I was live streaming. But now that I'm live streaming, it makes more sense to do a subscriber hangout, do a community hangout with the people that are in your community. I think that's more effective than just making a video, because then you can actually interact real time with your community. And man, that's just so much fun. I mean, look, I know so many of you go into various live streams and you hang out in various communities and you do it because it's fun. It's a good time. Sometimes you do it because you want to learn something. Sometimes you do it because it's just fun to hang out, right? It's fun to interact with other creators and right. It's just, everybody has their reasons why they do it. So I think it's definitely a good idea to do a live stream if you want to do milestone videos. Now, what I would not do, and this is just personal preference here, I would not do like, hey, I hit 100 here's a 100 subscriber milestone. And then, oh, hey, here's a 110 subscriber milestone. Here's a 120 subscriber. I wouldn't do that. I would do 500, do 1,000, do 5,000, do 10,000. Right? Just, I wouldn't bombard your community with that sort of thing. I would make it special and make it count. And you could even do things like Q&A, right? Like if you don't know what to do with your live stream, you could do like a subscriber hangout milestone celebration Q&A. Ask me anything sort of thing. So yeah, the more you can involve your community in what it is that you're doing, that's going to be the win all the way around. Dr. Sten says, D, you should get TubeBuddy to have a giveaway for your 100,000. Dr. Sten, what would you like to see them doing to do a giveaway? What would you like to see? Like, what am I giving away? Giving away phones? Matt Hayes, yeah, man, go live. Go live. And if you're not going live yet, then just start going live. Is there a channel that is a milestone channel? Interesting. That's really interesting. There should be a channel doing a milestone channel. It would just be going around the clock. I know there's Pusa Studios, P-U-S-A, Pusa Studios, and they're really big on community building. They love to celebrate people's milestones and that sort of thing. So I wouldn't call them a milestone channel, but they're very community driven. So maybe check them out if you guys are interested into that sort of vibe. Pusa, Josephine, Josephine. Come on now. Pusa, P-U-S-A. Here, I'll type it in. Pusa Studios. You guys behave. Yeah. That's right. This is a family channel. That's right. Josephine, you're walking on thin ice, Josephine. Behave, Josephine. Okay, Dr. Sten said you did an interview on Pusa. All right. Yeah, great channel over there. Great for the community. All right, next question. Adithian RS. I'm not the one who does videos in English, and I do videos in my mother tongue. Can you help me grow my channel even though I'm not making videos in English? No, I mean, there's nothing I can do to, you know, I can't just tell my subscribers to subscribe to your channel, right? Hey, this guy doesn't speak English, go subscribe to his channel, right? It doesn't work that way. But if you're interested in growing your channel, you're doing a tech channel, you know, just look, man, tech is tough. I mean, Tana's in here right now. Tana does tech. He can tell you how hard a tech channel is. Christina, have a good one. Christina, I'll see you in just about 2 weeks or so. Excited for that. Looking forward to that. Yeah, just keep making content. Keep getting on those trends. As soon as those trends come out, the new tech, get on it. Even if it's just giving an opinion, even if you don't have the tech in hand, just give an opinion on that. You know, Travis MCP, who may or may not come in here today, he's the one who did this.
Super chat.
He kindly made that little audio clip for us. But he grew his entire tech channel, and he doesn't even have those devices a lot that he talks about. He just gives an opinion. But it's an educated opinion. He knows what he's talking about, but he's growing his channel really fast on that. But yeah, I mean, if it's not English, you know, like my channel is predominantly English, probably like 40, 50, probably good 60%, 65% of the people watching my videos are predominantly English speakers. So yeah, there's nothing I can do to help you there. Just keep making great content, man. You'll get there. Scrap and Pallet Man. How's it going, Paul? Hope you were doing well. Next question. Oh, and by the way, since you are doing videos in your mother tongue, I think that's great. What you don't want to do is you don't want to cross-pollinate your audience. I see a lot of channels do that. They say, okay, I can speak Portuguese, and I can also speak English, and I make one video in Portuguese and another video in English. That's really kind of segments your audience and confuses YouTube. It confuse YouTube, and they might not know the right audience to put your next video in front of because you're constantly mixing up languages. So it's smart that you're choosing one language and running with it. Next question, VIP man. I hope this isn't the long one again. Okay. I'm finding it hard to come up with ideas for a live show. I don't show my face. I just play Minecraft. I've been doing streams for years, just random streams, but I'm kind of burned out on that kind of stream, playing with viewers. And I noticed streaming was hurting my channel. Any tips? And what overlays, scenes, and elements should I have for a gaming stream? As far as a gaming stream, overlays, scenes, and elements, that's entirely up to you. I mean, I'm not going to watch or not watch somebody because of the graphic overlays they have on their live stream. Yeah, it can look really cool, right? But that's not why people are part of your community, right? People aren't watching you live to watch your graphics. They like you. Maybe you're a great gamer, or you're a great personality, you're charismatic, you have something to share with them, right? They get into you, or they get into the information, or they get into whatever it is you do. They don't come for the graphics. Now, the graphics are just kind of the icing on the cake, but they're not necessary. So I would say use whatever stream elements, use whatever overlays that you want to use, right? It's entirely up to you. You're the personality here. You're the one that matters. You're gaming, or whatever it is that you're doing on your channel. That's what matters. But people generally are going to hang out because they just like hanging out with whatever it is that you're doing. Just show of hands here. Does anyone care, yes or no, what the graphics look like on the screen? Do you care if my screen looks like this, or if it looks like this, or if I've got more fancy pants graphics going on top? The answer is going to be no. It's going to be an overwhelming no, right? Nobody cares about that. Not one person is in here to look at my graphics. Yeah, they're fun. Exactly, Josephine. They're fun. They're absolutely fun, and they're eye-catching, but that's not why people come in here, right? I mean, people might come in here for the cooking music. It's possible that people might want to come in to learn about warm, juicy cookies that you just take right out of the oven, and that aroma just smells up the whole house, right? They might come in for that sort of thing, but they're not coming in for the graphics. So that sort of thing, you know, that way. In terms of what you do on your live stream, if you don't want to play with people anymore, you don't want to play. If you don't show your face, that's going to be tough, right? That's always going to be tough if you don't show your face. But you could get creative with it, right? Like you could create some sort of a character or a personality to where you're Scrap a Palette Man says your in-screen tune totally rocks. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Sounds like a little throwback song from the 80s. I love it. And you do, it says, don't discount the facts that the graphics help the viewer experience in a sense of professionalism to the live stream. It's just like making your live stream studio look good. Absolutely. Absolutely. Your studio needs to look good. Your environment needs to look good. And it does add to the experience, but it's not going to make or break your live stream. Like I'm not going to hang out in your live stream because I don't like, you know, what's on your screen. But yeah, you do it has a great point there. It does add to the experience. In terms of not putting your face on the screen, that's going to be tough. But you could create some character, right? You're into gaming. You could create some character, some sort of a Hello Greedo. Or if there's any Star Wars fans in here, there's a YouTube channel called Hello Greedo. Every video, every live stream, the guy has on a stormtrooper helmet. Every single, he never shows his face, not once. You don't know who the guy is. Stormtrooper helmet, every single video, right? He's created this character. So just think it through. Try to be creative. If you don't want to show yourself, cool. Just try to be creative. Take a hybrid still live stream. There you going on. Hold on, Matt Hayes, grade 8, underrated master. What's up, Denson the Gamer? How you doing? Yeah, so anyway, it must be ugly. Yeah, who knows, right? Like, you don't know why people don't want to show their face. I mean, it could be, it could be for it could be because someone has a birth defect. They might have a what do they call it, a cleft lip or something, or they could just be insecure, or they could just have those fears that everyone else has. You know, like how many, before you made your first video, so many people, you know, self-included, like, I know when I was getting started on YouTube, you know, my brother was like, you got to get on YouTube. I'm like, yeah, I'm too old to be on YouTube. I'm like, come on, man. I'm starting to get gray hair. Like, nobody's going to listen to me. I'm too old to be on YouTube. That was my mentality at the time, right? Like, everybody has this stuff built up into their head. Maybe their nose is too big, or their teeth you're missing a tooth. They don't like your wings or your tail or whatever it is that you have, whatever it is that you're insecure about. Like, everybody goes through that. Maybe you hate the sound of your own voice. If you, Elaine Faber, love your face, man. I love you too. How many people, show of hands, say yes if you either used to hate the sound of your own voice on video, or you still hate the sound of your own voice in the video? I'm going to say, yeah, I can't stand the sound of my voice on playback. If I hear it on a tape, if I hear it playing back on video, I just can't. It's nails on a chalkboard. And I'm going to guess that most of the people in the chat right now, it's the same thing. The first time you hear yourself, you're like, do I really sound that way? And there's actually science behind that, and you can look that up. It's a big rabbit hole of information there. But a lot of people don't get started. They don't hit record. They don't hit go live for one reason. They don't like the sound of their own voice, or they don't like how they think they look on camera. You just have to do it. You just have to go live. You have to hit record. You have to, you have to do it and get over it. It's the only way to do it, right? You gotta, if you fear the thing, you have to do the thing in order to conquer the thing. And you have to do it over and over and over. And eventually you just stop caring, right? Like when I started, I couldn't stand the sound of my own voice, but now I just don't care. I don't care. Right? So most people seem to think the same thing here. The sound of my own voice is awkward, but others compliment it, so I'm cool with it, right? How weird is that too? Like you had this thing in your head where you're like, God, my voice just sounds so weird. Like I just sound so bizarre. And then other people, hey, Fat Squatch Games, then other people will say, wow, I really like your voice. Like, wow, I listen to your videos before I go to sleep because it really relaxes me. What? Like, that's just the weirdest thing ever. Dow says, I don't like my voice and myself on camera, but I want to do an author platform, so I'll do it. Yeah, there you go. Most people don't like their voice. That's just whatever. You got to get over it. G. Michael Jr. says, you're Haitian blood, born in New York. Wow, interesting. All right, next question. I think I got them all here. Oh, nope. A couple more. Let's see. Swiss Groove. I like the name. Hey, what's the best screen recorder with no watermark for Android? I would say check out AZ Recorder or check out Mobizen. I don't remember for AZ Recorder, but for Mobizen, you need to put it on clean mode, and that will remove the watermark. You actually don't have to pay to remove the watermark. But if you just go select remove watermark only, it's going to ask you to pay. So it's kind of a weird. I have videos for both of those on my channel. AZ Recorder and Mobizen. Next question from Mitch the Nut. How do I collab with other people? That's a great question. How do I collab with other people? You start by reaching out to people who are around the same size as you, right? Too many people want to collab with larger YouTubers because they think if I collab with a larger YouTuber, they're going to give me a bunch of subscribers. Okay, that makes sense. I understand the logic there, but you're going to struggle to get collabs with larger YouTubers for various reasons, not just because of their subscriber count, but usually because of there's a quality difference, right? Like if you want to subscribe to somebody who's more experienced, their audio is going to sound better, their presentation is probably better, their video is probably going to look better. They already have a core community. They're a lot better at doing what it is that they do. And then you're just starting out and you haven't built those skills yet. So you're basically, let's just say you're an amateur wanting to play pro ball, right? So to speak. It just doesn't work that way. So reach out to somebody around the same size as you and try to build a relationship with them. And if you are going to cold call people, if you're going to just send blanket emails out to other channels who are of similar size, send them the plan. Say, hey, I found your channel. I've been watching your videos. I think that we would work really well doing a video together. Here's my idea. And then write out the idea for them and then send them the idea. Because most people are busy, right? They don't want to send an email back and forth. They don't want to have to think about what they can do. You just send them the plan. This is what I want to make. We can help. I would love to, introduce you to my community. And here's how I think we can do it. And make mutual videos and think about how you can add value to each other's channels, but make a plan and send it to them so they don't have to give it any thought. And either they'll accept it or they don't. And just keep knocking on doors, keep sending emails, and keep building relationships. The more you can build relationships with people, be it through Facebook groups or events or however it is, through meetups, however it is you can build relationships with people, build those relationships, because some of those relationships can turn into collabs. They can turn into, hey, family fun, you never know when one relationship is going to open a door to another relationship that's going to open up a door somewhere. Like, the longer you're on YouTube, the more successful you get on YouTube, the more you're going to see that opportunities just seem to present themselves out of the blue. Things that you never thought were even possible get presented to you. And you're like, I didn't even know that was possible. I didn't even know people would pay me to do that, but I'll take the money. Thank you. Right? Like, weird things happen once the ball kind of gets rolling. So focus on building relationships. Some of those relationships will turn into collaborations and you'll make friends along the way. Reach out to people your own size, give them the plan, and think about how you can add value to each other. And don't just think about how I can get views. How can I get views from this person? Don't make it about me. Think about, okay, how can I add value to their community? And what can they do to add value to my community? And then build it out that way. Scrap and Pallet Man says, LED Bible reached out and asked to make an edit video of a popular video of mine for their Facebook page. Any reasons for me to say no? Okay, so Scrap and Pallet Man, are you familiar? Do you remember Stu? Do It for Stu. You remember that? Hashtag Do It for Stu. Stu the Bricky. Do you remember him, Paul? So Stu had a situation, and I'm not going to get into too much detail here, but a similar thing. He allowed someone to use a video of his on Facebook, a very large Facebook channel. And the thing was, you could use it, but you can't monetize the video, right? Like, because unless you're going to pay me, you can't monetize video. So, okay. So basically somebody was in a similar situation. It was a very large Facebook account. and they're like, okay, well, we're not monetizing the video. Then they took the video, they did like a re-edit of the video, and then he came back months later and he already gets a huge amounts of views, right? Like hundreds of thousands of views, and then came back, and that video had got like a couple millions of views on the Facebook account, and it was monetized. So they had monetized the video, even though they said they weren't going to monetize the video. And so anyway, there's a huge mess with that. So going into that, I don't know if that channel is monetized or not, but I would be very clear. And if you can get something in writing, that's even better, to where if they're going to edit your video, then you need to be very clear, like, what are they going to edit? Are they going to edit out your logo? Are they going to put their logo in there? You need to be very specific about how you're going to protect your brand. So even if it's just through email, even if it's just on a basic level, you need to get some guidelines of what they're allowed to do with your edit. And then you need to find out if they're going to monetize the video or not. If they are going to monetize the video, you should get paid for that. Right? So that's how I would approach that. Because I'm not familiar with the channel that you're talking about. But if it is a larger Facebook channel, then they're probably monetized. I know a lot of the larger ones are these days. Hey, Daisy Newib, how's it going? So, yeah, I hope that makes sense, Paul. You got to be very specific about that, because people can get your content with the best of intentions and then chop it up, and all of a sudden you just kind of lost your content, and then you got to file a DMCA notice to have it removed, and it becomes a pain in the butt. So the more you can clarify everything and be very clear about how they use your image, how they use your brand, and then I would make sure that if they are going to monetize it, you should definitely get paid for that. Magdalena Helen, have a good one. Nice hanging with you. It's like Unilad, it's a media company. Okay, so if it's a media company, then they're going to be monetized for sure. So I would work something out with them to where either you get paid for the video, or you sell them the rights to use the video, or maybe you're trying to use it in a promotional way to where they link back to your video. Then you need to be very specific about, if they're going to use it that way, then you want to link a specific link back in the post itself to the YouTube channel. Or maybe they're going to watermark it with your YouTube channel link. So it depends on how you want to go about it. Do you want views from it? Do you want money from it? Right? If it's a legit media company, they might have some sort of a contract. So you might want to ask them about that. The Urban Explorer, how's it going, man? I never got the notification. So yeah, I would ask them if they have any sort of a media contact or a media contract on how exactly they're going to use the video. But yeah, they might pay you for it. Ask them. But I wouldn't take, if they just said, hey, I want to use your video, like, there has to be something in it for you. You either going to have to get a link back, or you're going to have to get paid for it, or you're going to have to get a percentage of whatever money that they're going to make through the video for monetization. Because if they're a big media company, they got a big channel, then they're probably going to get a ton of views on it. They might even get more views than what you're getting on your channel, and you'll definitely want a piece of that. So don't be afraid to just ask them, to get paid for it, either up front or a percentage of whatever they're going to make during the monetization process, or for the monetization. All right, Mitch the Nut. Already answered that one. All right. Hassan, how's it going, man? Hassan Plays. What is the best way to get sponsors for small YouTubers? The best way to get sponsors for small YouTubers, believe it or not, is to find brands that are going to work well with whatever it is that you're doing. And it looks like you're a gamer. So you're a gamer. All right, let me double check here. Look at your channel. So, okay, here's the thing. Getting started. Okay, a lot of brands like large influencers, right? They want the views. They want that exposure. But there's some brands who look at micro influencers. These are the smaller influencers. And the reason is because smaller influencers who are growing, they generally have a more engaged community. They get more comments, they get more likes, they get more shares. They have an active community built around them. So what you're going to have to do is to make sure, right, they're going to look at your views at first, right? Because there's like small YouTuber and there's like just getting started YouTuber. You're just getting started. And while I'm not going to say it's impossible, your view count is pretty low. So I would say you're going to have to build up your view count, and you're going to have to get a more active community built around your channel before reaching out. Because at the end of the day, what the brand wants is the brand wants to put their product in front of the eyes of your community. And hopefully either they either want to do it for brand awareness, or they want people to actually download or purchase their brand. So they're going to ask you to put some sort of a link, maybe with a discount code or something like that inside of your description. So if you don't have any engagement whatsoever, it's going to be really difficult for you to find a sponsor. So work on getting better, work on building a community around your channel, work on getting more views, then reach out to a sponsor. Come back then and we'll have that conversation. But at the stage that you're at just now, I would say it's a little bit too early, because you don't have any you don't have any engagement going on, in very, very low view count. Like you're getting, like a lot of your videos that I'm looking at, like there's no comments, there's no thumbs up, there's no anything. So yeah, just focus on being better, focus on making better content, focus on doing everything better, and grow, get some momentum going, get a community built up around your channel, and then start reaching out. Next question, Sheen Ping TV. How do I make a subscribe thumbnail that's at the bottom of all the YouTube videos that I'm seeing? I'm going to guess at the bottom right-hand side where you see that little subscribe thing. You can go to tubertools.com. This is actually owned by my brother Nick. He might have some free ones in there, I'm not sure, but you can actually get individual packs. You can get the little subscribe logo that shows up in the bottom right-hand corner. He might have that for free. I'm not sure, but go there, look around. And then if you're on a phone, you're going to have to go into desktop mode and go into Creator Classic, and you'll have to add it in that way. It's a process. But if you're not on a phone, then you can go into Studio Beta and add it in there, or add it through Creator Studio that way, Creator Classic. Hello, sir. I am from India. Namaste. How are you doing, sir, in India? I can't pronounce your name. Adalguri Legends. How are you doing, sir? RPM Nexus says, so D, when you get your membership tab, is it going to be hard to choose what creator I want to support? You Hybrid and Nick. Yeah, I don't think they're going to give me a membership tab, man. They're just like holding out on me. Okay, Scrap Palette Man says subscribe is under branding and classic. Do they not have that in Studio Beta? Is they not added that? I haven't looked for it since I added it in there originally. I haven't looked for it. And I'm assuming you're talking about the little thing that sits over here in the bottom right hand corner. All right, next question. Alan Faber, I noticed on my phone today that there are a lot of stories for you, possibly from Instagram. How do we do that? You want to? Okay, interesting. So I'm curious. I've considered making a video. Showing people how to make a story on Instagram. But I've thought, you know what, or make a story on YouTube. But I've thought that it's too beginner. So of the people who are in here right now, people who are just getting started, who's interested in learning how to create a story, right? Because it's interesting that I get a question like that. How do I create a story? Because if people are making, like you, it's easy to get caught up in it, right? You're like in the eye of the hurricane, right? Like you're in this, you make content, you're doing all of this stuff. So you think, of course, everybody knows how to make a story. But then I get questions like that and I'm thinking, well, okay, maybe not. So yeah, G-Monk Juniors, yes. That'd be great for a beginner. Yes, IG story. What interesting. See, it's these little things, like until you guys ask, like you never know. You don't know how to do either. Really, Paul? Wow. No idea about stories. Interesting. Ah. There you go. So yeah, maybe I'll add that to the video list. Interesting. Yeah. Video ideas just sometimes present themselves. Thank you. I'll see what I can put together. Yeah, I'll just do like a basic story, how to add a graphic in there, how to do one with a video, that sort of thing. Surprisingly, Instagram stories. Okay, if I make and I don't post that much on Instagram, but when I do a post versus when I make a story, because you also get analytics for your stories, right? You can see with your post as well how many people like it, how many people view it, and that sort of thing. But I get good engagement from my stories. A lot of people see that, because here's the thing, a lot of people look at stories because they disappear, right? They're gone in 7 days. I think it's 7 days on YouTube, maybe 7 days on Instagram. I don't remember, unless you archive it on Instagram. But people look at those things and they're like, what's the point? The point is, what's the first thing you see when you open up Instagram? You see stories. You see stories right at the top. That is prime real estate. So stories get eyes, right? A lot of eyes up there in the Instagram story. So don't think that because it goes away, or like, well, it's only it's only X amount of seconds long. Those things get eyes. You get eyes on those before you get the actual post itself. And the same thing with YouTube. If you notice, YouTube has been moving where they put the story. It probably depends on where you're at in the world, but I've noticed my stories move to different places. I think they're testing them. But again, it's where people are looking. So you can use a story just as an extra piece of content to get more eyes. When I add stories on YouTube, I usually do Q&A. Hey, you got a question? I've got an answer, right? And then I answer a handful of, you can't get to everybody, but I answer a handful of questions that way. And people will ask me questions, right? Just like we're doing right now. And then I answer them in video format, right? So they ask a question in text and I can answer directly to that person in video format. You can do the same thing on Instagram. But yeah, stories are cool. I need to do them more. I need to take my own advice and do them more. Can a new channel do stories on Instagram? Yes. On YouTube, no. And Dr. Sten might know this. I actually don't know what the limit is. Is it 1,000 subscribers to get stories? Hey, Gerald Brown, how's it going? Does someone know what that limit is? It's 10,000 to get stories. Yeah, I was off. So 10,000 to get stories on YouTube, and anyone can do them on Instagram. Now, when you do them on Instagram, you have a choice. I'm going to make a video on this. Like, as this is coming together here, I realize I need to make a video on this. So when you do it on Instagram, you have it's like a little tick box because Facebook owns Instagram. So you can you make one story on Instagram, and you can also click on post on Facebook, and it will duplicate your story and put it on Facebook as well. And again, stories right at the top. Boom. So yeah, it's smart. Patty, have a good one. Take care of yourself. So yeah, I'll put a stories video together. Yeah, you never use stories. I don't use them that much. I usually do stories when someone adds me to their story. I'll usually kind of like, it's not a retweet, it's more like a repost on Instagram. I'll usually, okay, if someone makes a story about you and they tag you, you'll be notified. And then you have that option when they notify you to share it in your story. And then it opens up their story inside of you know what? I'll add this to the video. This is fun. Urban Explorer. Hey, I'm 3 off 100. That name is coming. Boom. Sarah Dawn says, I'm trying to use IG stories more, but I'm not very good at it. That's okay. You'll get better. I'm not very good at it either. I just put random things on there. Dr. Sten, for sure you have it. Okay. So Dr. Sten, if you're doing it on your phone, Dr. Sten, if you go like you're going to add a video on your phone, and then so you have the little video icon there at the very top with the little plus icon. If you tap on that, it's going to give you an option at the bottom. It's going to say video, live, story, or post. I don't know if you can see that or not. Do you see that? Is that what you see, Dr. Sten? If you go to upload a video, you tap on the top there, and then that little shelf at the bottom loads up. Hey, Grabster, how's it going, man? Right, you get that little shelf at the bottom. And then you just hit story. You can add a story. Grabster, I'm actually going to send you an email either tomorrow or the day after. Upload video, go live, create post. What? You have 100,000 subscribers and you don't have stories? I'm trying to remember if I had to activate it. I don't think so. I think they just sent me a message saying that I had stories. That's weird. Yeah, bizarre. Yeah, you should definitely have stories. All right, Josephine asks the next question, says, why are you so handsome? Oh my God, have a lovely day. Flattery will get you everywhere, Josephine. Thank you very much. All right, Inspired John says, many people are still shadow banned on YouTube. They say it's not on them. Could this be true? why would they now act to help someone out? Okay, I know this is, a lot of people are going to disagree with me here, but I don't believe in shadow banning. I know people claim they're getting shadow banned on Instagram too. At VidCon Australia, I sat in on an Instagram session from Instagram, and they said, look, we don't shadow ban people at all. They said if your post is not getting tractions, if no one is looking at your stories, if no one is looking at your brand sponsorship posts, it's because it's not good enough, right? They said we're not shadow banning anyone. It's just your post isn't good enough if it's not getting views. So I think the same thing applies for YouTube. I think people are making content. Now, there are some anomalies that happen. Like Swoop. Those of you might know Swoop's story. What was her name? Frankie Valentine, I believe, was her channel previously. She had a huge channel, and then her channel just completely died. Like YouTube, for whatever reason, they couldn't index it. They stopped sending views to her channel, and they just said it was some anomaly that happened, and they couldn't fix it. So that does happen occasionally. But shadow banning, no, it's just the content's just not good enough. You need to make better thumbnails, better titles so people can find you, better topics so people are interested, better thumbnails so people get the clicks, and better videos that hold people's attention and give them what they came for. You need to add more value to people who are watching your videos. That's really what it comes down to. Define the term, what is shadow banning, please? Okay, loosely, Mr. Gray, shadow banning is more about they believe that there might be a switch or some sort of a toggle where it says this channel isn't, we don't like this channel for whatever reason. Maybe this channel's not family friendly or whatever, and we're going to shadow ban them, which means they're not going to, we're going to make it hard for people to find them. We're not going to promote their videos. We're not going to promote their post on Instagram. It's basically saying that Instagram or YouTube or Facebook, they are targeting that channel or that creator and pretty much silencing them, making it difficult for people to find their content. I do want to say this though. There is a thing called restrictive mode. I believe that's the right word for it. And okay, if you have content that is not family friendly, that's kind of over the top, right? And Daryl Eves did a great presentation on this at VidCon USA and VidSummit last year. There's a huge channel. Content is not pushed out, but the channel still exists. Well, the content doesn't go out because people don't respond to it. That's really what it comes down to. Just because you make the content doesn't mean people are gonna respond to it. You have to make topics that people are interested in. You're gonna make thumbnails, they're gonna get clicked. You make the content, and if people respond to the content, YouTube promotes it out. If no one responds, YouTube doesn't put it out there. I think it always comes down to you got to make good content. But if your content is over the top, if it's violent, if it shows some sort of violent behavior, or it's just way over the top with vulgarity and that sort of thing, there is a thing called restrictive mode. What restrictive mode is restrictive mode isn't shadow banning, but it's based on the content itself. If it's over the top, if it's adult, if it's violent, if it has too many guns in it, right? Too much vulgarity, they might hit you with restrictive mode, and then they'll stop promoting your video that way. But it's not a shadow banning. It's basically saying your content is too hardcore for our platform, so we're not going to promote that video out. I believe it's called restrictive mode. Yeah, Daryl Eves. If you get a chance to watch the replay from either VidCon USA or from VidSummit last year, Daryl Eves, in part of his keynote, talked about restrictive mode, and he gave a demonstration of a client that he works with, huge channel, millions of subscribers, and they usually get, millions of views in their video. They did this video where the family was sitting on a sofa. They were all dressed in white, and they had like an army of paintballers in front of them, and they were going to get shot in slow motion by all these paintball guns. So they came and they took black bags, and they put the black bags over their head. Right, to put black bags over all the families, so they looked like they were like captured by terrorists, is what it looked like. If you ever seen like terrorist hostage videos, they have the hostage there with the black bag over their head. That's what they looked like, and it was harmless. And then they got shot with paintball. They had all these guys with guns, and they shot them with paintball guns. So so they released the video. Hey, Ratty Star, they released the video. and instead of getting millions of views, the video just it started to climb hundreds of thousands of views, hundreds of thousands of views, and it literally just did a nosedive down and just completely died. So they contacted Daryl and said, "Hey, what's going on? We spent a ton of money on this video, and it was like a big production video." Come to find out, they were put on restricted mode because of the black bags that they put over their head. It looked like a hostage crisis situation. And the AI, YouTube's artificial intelligence, the AI, said, okay, this is not a family-friendly video. This looks like a crisis hostage video, and we're killing this video. So in that sense, restricted mode. But it's not shadow banning. It was just that particular video based on the content. Gaming with Ethan, how's it going? Okay, I've been streaming for 2 hours and 30 minutes exactly. I need to have some water here. There we go. I want to thank everybody for hanging out. Thank you for the awesome questions. Thank you for the super chats. I had a great time hanging out with you guys today. I'm not sure if we're streaming next weekend or not. We might be. I know Nick and I are about ready to head to the U.S., so I'll let you know. Yeah, thanks for everybody hanging out. Maybe I'll see you next week. If not, we'll probably, we will be streaming from VidSummit. I know that's going to happen for sure. So those of you who are coming to VidSummit, I will see all of you guys there in the event that we don't live stream next week. So thank you so much. Thanks for super chats. Thanks for the great questions. Thanks for hanging out, and give this a thumbs up on the way out if you haven't done so already, if you had a laugh or you learned anything or you had a good time. So I will see you guys soon. See you next time. Back for some cookie time. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's having a good time, sitting back, relaxing, getting ready for VidSummit. Get your VidSummit shoes on, get your VidSummit robes on. Oh yeah. We're just gonna listen to music for the rest of the night. Is that all right with you? Hands up. Give me a hallelujah if it's okay to listen to music tonight. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's right, Josephine. Behave, Josephine. You always have to behave. Give you a hell yeah. This is from Epidemic Sound, by the way. All the music I use is from Epidemic Sound. Current Behave score is 2. Yeah, Josephine. Current Behave score is 2. That was a hard one that you got earlier. How good. Epidemic is amazing. If you want like just amazing sound effects, amazing royalty-free music, I can't even think of anything better than Epidemic Sound. Josephine. RG, have a good one. I kind of like the red light. What do you guys think? You guys, should I stream with the red light? You guys like the red light or you like the purple light? What do you think looks better? Yes? Yeah, it's different, huh? So Vigard likes the purple. Yeah, so I turned off one of the lights here. Just kind of like a different light thing here too. It's very Vader. Yeah, that's what I need. I need the Vader helmet. Whatever you want, Josephine. I didn't ask you, Josephine. Behave. Half-Line Gamer. Hey, man, I haven't seen you in quite some time. Half-Line Gamer. Hope you're doing well. Current Behave score, 3. Yeah, I'm thinking about building a soundtrack up. Not this loud, but kind of like a little bit lower music and like streaming over some music. Just makes it fun. Makes it a lot funner. Streaming, I'm like in a quiet room when I'm in here streaming, right? Wait for D to start stripping. Oh, hey, Jonah Bennett, the stream's actually over. This is kind of like the ending credits. Stream's completely over. She's so sassy for VidSummit, she should come to it. Hey, G. Michael Jr. Yeah, we're having some more cookie talk in here. Yeah, Josephine is sassy. This is the R-rated. No, I got to keep it family friendly on here. Hey, Bam Bam. Bam, what's up, dude? You just caught the tail end. The stream's actually over. I was just playing a little music before I headed off here. Bam, man. Thanks for that email or the message on the DM on Instagram. Dude, congratulations on your channel growth. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate that you are hustling, doing everything on your phone, and you are growing, and you are just ripped to shreds, dude. I think that's so awesome. Can we have one more song? Hey, Mika Andrew, you are so late, and that's going to conclude this evening's live stream. Have a great week, everybody.